Hello and welcome to Chillzone Gaming with me, Hansi. How are you all doing this evening? Hope you've all had a good week so far. We're on Hump Day, that is midweek, and with that little bit closer to the weekend. Back to normal. Tonight I will be doing Dungeons and Dragons with the crew with Dad's Island. Apologies for last week. I didn't do any streaming at all. So I did still do D&D, but I only recorded it rather than live streaming it. So I will be uploading that video hopefully tonight. So if you would like to catch up on what happened last week, the video will be up there. Probably after I'll try and upload it after the stream tonight. But I'm going to jump over into the Discord for whatever abuse is about to become me as usual. So let's see what they have in store for me today.
Hello.
Hello.
God damn, you took so
not very
long. You pissed off Stanley. Now he's gone off to play Terraria. What the hell?
I came back and he wasn't there. And I was like, yes, this is my chance. And then as I clicked, he went, hello. I was like, damn.
Damn whore.
So close to losing, not getting abused, but never mind.
Oh,
You fail.
What are you saying? You wouldn't get views anyway.
Not views, abuse.
Abusing
Oh.
all day.
Yeah,
That's
you've
okay.
been, you've been a colossal
Is that the
arsehat
new
today.
name? Handsy No Views.
Handsy
Ow.
no views.
Oh shit! I need to claim
That's just
the
harsh.
jackals.
It's true.
Well,
Well,
I mean, he's got significantly more than I do, so...
Yeah,
I mean,
but
who's actually trying?
I mean, I have been doing this for a very long time. Vanille!
Oh,
How
my
you doing, Val?
fucking
And
God.
watch us as well. Welcome, guys. Welcome to the
Going
Chill
on?
Zone.
Oh my fucking God. What the fuck are you wearing?
Oh
to go
fuck
ahead?
you, Jesus shit!
You okay there, Stan?
Oh, I just shat myself.
I mean, that was me at the weekend playing Outlast, but...
Yeah. I took a bottle cap off the bottle that I just opened and put it on one of the empties just so it had somewhere to live. I didn't put it on well enough. It popped off and hit me in the face, and I literally shat myself.
I mean, is anybody on the Handsy stream yet?
Just loading it up now.
No, why?
Just go on the stream. Just go on to his stream.
Yeah, boy, it's all about having Carby.
see.
Ah, my fucking word.
I love my Carby hair.
Mm.
I used to wear it. I was wearing it a lot for streams, and then I stopped wearing it for a bit. And I don't usually do webcam on D&D, but I felt like doing it today, so I thought, well, nothing more magical than Carbuncle, so...
Well, so we can actually see your facial expressions when we make you rage.
No, I'm not playing Detroit Become Human, so...
Well, trust me, we can make you rage without playing Detroit.
Such a good game, though.
Why is Hansi now a Pokemon?
It's not, it's Carby from Final Fantasy.
That's definitely Mudkip. Mudkip.
Mudkip!
Magikarp.
Mudkip! I fucking hate Mudkip. He was a shithead.
Mudkip, best character, shut the fuck up.
Was it Mudkip was in the same one as Trico, which was grass, and Torchic, I want to say. Were they the 3 stars? I can't remember my gens, so
Probably.
so we've split ways apparently. You're off to find some medicine from the druids. Does that sound right, DM?
Druid, yeah.
We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz.
I love it is the Wizard of Oz. That would be quite amusing.
Lunatari wants a brain. Skullduggery wants a heart.
I think Lunatari needs
And Varys wants bravery, clearly.
So Varys
I don't
is
want a
sensible.
heart, I want a mask.
He knows not to get involved.
Hearts just get me hurt, I've discovered.
hard to get you. Hearts equal pain. Pain is bad. But it's fine.
Question. So I have my map in front of me, and I'm trying to think. Did I ever expand on that map? Oh. I mean, I was trying to make it canon to last week to make sure I didn't change the story too much. But looking at my map, I think I told you the druid was in a forest. But I might have to change that to tell you that the druid is in the lovely place that is Stinking Swampland.
Oh, lovely. Glad I ain't going there.
I wouldn't have gone if they lived in the fucking stinking swampland. Like, damn horse's life isn't worth that much to me.
Hey, this is Cornon we're talking about. He's part of the
Then
family.
do it yourself, you bastard.
Yeah, get out of bed. Stop being lazy. Fuck you. I'm gonna go buy another horse.
Go fuck yourself. You volunteered for this mission, like you volunteered us to be vampire hunters. You're very good at volunteering.
What else would you? You'd be fucking poor without me.
We haven't. I had loads of money before we got the payment for the vampire.
And then you had more money. You know what rich people really like? It's more money.
Well, I'm not
This
a
is
rich
getting
person,
closer
am
again,
I?
isn't it?
Begins.
Yeah, but guys, this is.
Kay, you didn't even have to start anything this time.
I was gonna say, Kay was doing that throughout the day. He's done his bit now.
Oh, you haven't been keeping up with the group chat. I've been really busy today.
Oh no, Kay was just being a colossal
As Kay just been
arsehole.
fucking egging you on all day.
Yes,
I wasn't being an arsehole. I was simply providing a distraction from your work woes.
it was
Kay
getting
was
me
being
more.
an asshole.
It was
Got it.
getting me
I
more
read it,
riled
didn't
up.
think- I read it. I didn't think it was that bad at all. And there's Hansy going absolutely freaking apeshit over
I
it.
was
and I'm
trying
like,
not.
why?
I was trying to make it more like light-hearted, and I just couldn't do it because I was angry at work anyway. So it was just like pushing me.
Look, if I'm not winding you up, I'm not. It means I don't give a shit about you.
Exactly. No, I know it's because you love me, and you did send me a gift saying hug. So
Yeah, it was because it's like
We
it's
love
the
him.
ultimate sort of last bit before you actually get the punchline. But I thought, nah. So I need to distract myself from work as well. You know, winding
Guys.
up someone's is fun.
What?
Right.
Since when did we love him?
I don't know.
When
I always
important things are discussed in the group chat, you're meant to change. Tell me.
I always thought he was an asshole, but oh wait,
We're talking about you,
What?
Hansy.
Oh fuck! They're onto me. Oh! Split
I always
personality.
thought he was an asshole.
Wait, who's the asshole?
Me.
Okay, both.
Everybody.
Everybody.
One
Look.
asshole.
You're all assholes.
I know I'm an arsehole, but people seem to love me anyway, so it's fine.
We love.
Can we
you
hunt
too.
Dracula? And can he count the number of people that he's fighting? Like,
Can he
one
marry you? And...
adventurer.
Oh, do you think that's what the moody team we've got in our mansion? That sounds really bad to no one who knows the context of that statement. We do not
You
have a
mean-
moody teen
She's
locked
not a
up in our house.
teenager either. She's a vampire. She's probably
We
like
haven't moved
300.
to
Aw.
What's the point?
A diamond. That is an asshole.
I don't know why I thought you were gonna start doing the Looney Tunes thing. Hey,
Let's go, box.
Hansy, have you had relations with
I did not have
Valana?
relations with that bulldozer.
just because
with what?
with Valana, just because I got called a diamond a little while ago from, I wouldn't say she was an ex, but she was someone who I had previously seen.
Ah.
And yeah.
No. Val's lovely. I love Val. Val's great.
It's just like, is this a common thing? Like,
For God,
Yeah.
the last time a woman properly complimented me, I was concerned. Actually, no, I did get complimented yesterday by a lovely gal, so that's fine.
Just because your mum said hi doesn't count.
Oh no, she doesn't. What? That's being honest. She doesn't even do that.
Jiggle for followers.
Who's asking me to jiggle for followers? The
Right,
Dave
We've only got
Gaming.
3 minutes left before we're allowed to actually start playing the game. So
Oh,
what else do we
okay.
want to discuss?
No. We got a good that sort of 23 minutes. It needed at least half
I
an
thought
hour.
it was a half
Yeah,
an
you
hour, not an hour.
Yeah, but it was a late start.
Jiggle for jiggles, jiggles,
Oh,
jiggles.
true. Yeah, we started
jiggles.
late, but that's part of the time, isn't it? Does that not?
Welcome, Dave. Welcome to the chill zone. And there's your jiggles.
Jesus.
I like how you people like to turn up for the first bit where we rip the piss out of you. Like 15, 20 minutes later, they'll be like, oh, I'm bored of this. I'm leaving now.
Yeah.
They're not ripping him anymore. They're not taking the mickey out of him.
Oh, it's
Look
my-
at you, little fucking bitch. Fuck you.
Yes.
What the fuck? A fuck attack?
I think Stan's got Tourette's, but I'm not sure.
Skeleton just fucked me.
Skeleton just
Wait.
fucked.
No.
I'm sure
It's
there's a
dead.
bone joke there.
Throw the dog a bone, would you?
Looks like he already did.
Hey!
That's how we show he loves me.
No.
Stan, you always want to die for some reason. I don't know why.
Because I know you people, and
I thought we were the people that gave you purpose.
you give me something.
Hey, that's what she said.
I think it's
Give him fever.
It's a herpes joke.
Fever, night fever.
Nah, it's not all the fever I was thinking about.
Fever,
Please don't give me coronavirus.
fever in the morning. Can't remember the rest of the words, so I'll leave it there.
Do, 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 do.
You give me fever. Dave, I don't have herpes. And if I do, it's only-
Dave has spoken and spoken the truth.
Dave, I only have herpes because you gave them to me, so...
Sure, blame Dave.
Oh, well.
Hey, no judging. It's an open culture here.
Yeah. Oh, bollocks.
No judging, lots of mickey taking.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, everything is viable from piss taking, but you know, judgment. Not so
Mockery
much.
is a form of flattery, isn't it? Is that a saying?
Sure. Sure.
It sounds like it is.
Hey Dave, sharing is caring, right?
Exactly. Yes.
Flattery is a form of mockery.
The question is, Dave, what are you giving me next?
Don't answer that question, it's a trap. That question is definitely a trap. It's a trap!
That's what you
It's a
said.
trap!
That's what I said when I closed and locked the doors. Rapey.
Just so bad.
Oh, this is what I usually get up to on my streams.
See, that's where I draw the limit. That's...
I have no limits.
You can't say the grape word on Twitch by
Grape?
grape without the G. You will get banned.
Oops. Well, guys, it's been great knowing you all. Thank you very much for stopping by.
Yeah, that word is an insta ban if you get caught saying it.
I mean, he said it so many times.
I don't know, Dave, because now they've had 2 people that have been cleared, like officially been cleared of the virus, whether you can catch it again afterwards.
No, you can't.
Oh, you're answering Dave's question.
Yeah.
Q&A session with the lads.
God, that would get messy.
Q&A? It sounds like
Oh,
a medical...
God.
Nice.
Can you do a Q&A for like when you get like 200 followers or I don't know how many followers?
What, all about STDs.
No, a Q&A, but we answer all of the questions about Hansi.
Oh, that would be so mean.
I
Yes.
would be more than happy
That's so
to do
funny.
Ask any question you want and let us answer it.
that. Honestly, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no green.
Oh
screen.
yeah.
Yeah, no, I couldn't be asked to set up the green screen for D&D. I thought you just have you could see my room today.
Oh, he wants to show off his room.
As you can see, this is the bed where all the magic doesn't happen.
What?
It's pretty pristine.
There's stripes that make you look fat.
How you doing, bed? Yeah. Oh, you mean my hat, Val? My bad. My Carby hat.
See, any excuse
Oh,
mentions
is
bed.
is it because you, or is it just text you've got overlaid on the top?
For what?
No, I can see something on your screen, but it's so freaking small on my screen. That I
Yeah,
can't
that's,
figure out what it
looks like the lines from the game, Roll20.
Oh, it's probably because I've got all
Window
of my
flipping.
I probably got all of the filters on still for as if I had the green screen.
Yeah, I think that's what Vanilla was saying.
I can quickly fuck that off right now. Actually,
I
I
only
know-
have
You're
one
gonna fuck it
beer.
off now,
I
aren't you?
noticed it earlier, and I was like, "Am I seeing things?" But and then I thought there might be like a hair over the lens on the webcam, so I rubbed the webcam, but that didn't do anything.
I gave
Probably
it
the
a
webcam
rub
then.
and nothing happened.
I did give it a rub.
Can you
Not the
tell
first
what it is
time,
yet?
won't be the last.
Oh God,
Do you know, I
that's
can't
the
be
one
arsed.
I should have let rip when Hansi first joined.
You should have. I'm sorry, guys. I really can't be asked to adjust them settings right now. I will just have to have a line through me.
It will be the first time.
So let me get the players handbook.
Yeah, definitely the chroma fin of Val.
That was an overly aggressive thank you.
Sorry, I get like that sometimes.
Thank you.
No, I'm AFKing my XP farm in the Minecraft server we set up. I'm playing with the Germans. And somebody was complaining about not having a bed, so I just threw a spare bed at them that I had. And they put thank you in full caps while just staring directly at me.
That's not creepy at all.
No, it wasn't thank you, it was just thanks. Full caps, full stop. I was like,
Aggressive.
barely overly aggressive thank you, but I think it was well received.
Nah, Dave, perhaps Carby from Final Fantasy.
So Stanley, you were saying you wanted to buy yourself a mount.
I want to buy a horse.
You want to buy a horse?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why are you doing a Star You impression?
They bring you out this massive black, utter beast of a horse.
How much?
And 400 gold pieces, please.
Okay.
I
One
have-
second. How much money do I have left?
I don't know.
I don't think enough.
I do not have enough.
Okay. Okay. They walk that one back into the stables.
Start
They
with
come
the
out with
best.
another one. Yeah, they come out with a smaller one. I can't remember what the definition is, but it's below however many hands because it's a pony rather than a horse.
I don't know what hands are, to be fair. Some
They're attached to
horse
your
person
eyes.
was
The
talking
horse.
about hands the other day, and I was like, the fuck does this mean?
So like 10 inches or something per hand.
More than you've ever seen.
I don't want to know.
Hi-yo!
Hello!
Whoop, 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 whoop.
Definitely
over
a
his
penis
head.
joke to be made there.
How big is one hand? 10.16 centimeters apparently.
That's roughly how big a normal person's hand span probably actually is. Unlike a foot, which is not an actual size of anybody's fucking foot ever. Let's be honest.
It is 1/3 of a foot.
1/3 of a
I
foot.
fucking hate imperial
Which
measures.
basically means
Why
it's
did we
four.
come up with this?
Oh, I don't know.
Because 12 is significantly more divisible than 10. It's a much better numbering system for
But how long was a hand?
for
Sorry?
using fractions. It is 4 inches.
In
That's more
centimeters?
realistic.
16, didn't you say?
Oh, I don't know. Let's have a look.
Kegel.
Yeah, 10.16.
Because a hand is definitely 8 inches, almost exactly.
No, it's not 8 inches.
My
I
hand
wish
spread
it was.
is literally 8 inches. And my hand...
If 10 centimeters was 8 inches, I'd be freaking significantly
Like
Yeah,
taller.
but-
Sam's got
no, that's what I'm
experience
saying.
with
In both
getting
regards.
confused.
Why is a foot so big and a hand so small? What the fuck is wrong with these disproportionate imperial...
Can you stop arguing? Just get on with the bloody game.
Alright, yeah. How big's
Wait,
the
no,
horse?
we usually have half an hour of ranting and then we eventually get into doing the
I
story.
thought we were like almost through that now.
Yeah, how big's the horse?
Size shouldn't matter.
Is it bigger than a
1
house?
How you
second,
use it that
because a pony has to be less than 14.2 hands.
I'm going to measure everything in hands now.
My name's Hansy. I mention things in hands.
A lot of people don't understand. Like, it's actually the only definition for horses and ponies. A horse is over 14.2 hands, and a pony is under 14.2.
When I was
That is
Seven
the
secondary
only.
school,
Scrolls, thank
we
you so
had
much
a-
for raiding with 8 people. Thank you so much.
Yo.
Welcome to the chill zone.
Oh
Yeah,
my
well,
god, we've got
oh
an
god.
audience!
I should probably not say what I was about to say because some people might find it offensive.
Grimmage! Welcome, Grimmy. Welcome, Lord. Welcome, gang.
So anyway, they bring out a pony. It's it's similar in size to Cornon, and
I like corner.
yeah, that will cost you 30 gold pieces.
How fast does it go?
For fuck's sake!
Are you getting this
No.
pony just to avoid going into the swamp?
No, I just want to name it a funny name.
You're wasting money just to name something a funny name.
Yes. Would you expect anything less from me?
Bloody bastards.
Speed. It travels at 40 feet.
That's like twice a human. Not quite, but yeah,
Mm,
Nearly.
nearly. That's a horse. Okay, I'll pay for that. I should probably try haggling, shouldn't I?
I mean, you
Seeing as
can,
I'm
but
a completely charisma-based character, but
I should try this, even though it's by stats.
you can try, but there's a limit to you're buying from the official stables, so you're trying to buy from soldiers.
oh fuck it, yeah, they're not gonna piss. Okay, I'll buy this horse.
I mean, I was going to let you do it. I was just curious what you would try and tell them
Oh.
what your justification is.
What for haggling?
Yeah.
Okay. No, that wouldn't work. Which guard is this? It's not Simple Boy, is it? What's it called? Stable Hand.
It's not.
Dibley.
Hey.
No. No, it's not Dibley.
But otherwise I'd just show him a card trick. I don't know how to. I don't know. I'm not
Use
feeling
your
very creative.
Use your
I'm
words,
not
Stan.
liking-
Roll anyway, but
What am I
Dan's got
rolling?
an audience now. He can't perform.
Yup. What am I rolling?
well, you're going to be rolling persuasion, and I guess
Persuasion.
I should counter that with.
Whoa.
Oh, that's a
Oh!
Get
forget
in,
that.
That's a
skull.
terrible roll. That's only an 8.
no, it's an 11. Oh no, it's plus 11. Oh,
It's
yeah.
plus 11.
I forgot your
8
stats are
plus
fucking
11.
ridiculous in charisma.
Oh yeah, I've stacked my character to do exactly what I want him to do.
Well, I rolled an 11, so I can't imagine he's got enough pluses to counter that. So
Can't imagine
he'll
being
let
very
you have it. He'll let you have it for 27.
27. That's a good number. I like that. I'll pay 27 for a horse.
No!
And I go to the next town and sell it back to them for 35. And I come back and buy another horse. What's 80 minus 27? My head is not working tonight.
53.
Thank you.
You just get a discount horse.
I haven't named it yet, but
Discounted.
it exists. Okay, so I need to add another character sheet.
Cornom's just in the inventory slot for me.
Can you add me a character sheet so I can make a horse sheet for it?
Horse sheet. Where is he? There
Well,
he
when
is.
you've got more than one pet, you need to really start keeping track of them.
I keep pausing my own stream. That's clever.
Because I've got cuddles, obviously. So.
Jesus, you're getting out. You get people coming out and watching you. You're screwing up the stream.
Yeah, don't worry. I have performance
Chat's
anxiety.
going
as well.
Anxiety,
fucking
huh?
wild. Dave's just hyping the chat up to high hell.
Oh yeah, no, I love Dave. Dave's amazing. I love all of my guys. I love the Brotherhood.
Plus, Dave captures you screaming your ass off when you play horror games, so we love that.
Oh yeah.
Also,
Dave is the king of
was it
clips.
twitching? Twitching? Twerking, there we go. Well, there's a word.
Oh, yeah,
twerking.
twerking.
Working, yeah.
Twerking is a thing.
Twerking.
Okay, so I have a horse.
Which I never seem to be able to move. So you should now see a character called
MPH.
MPH, yeah.
Oh god, that's not a sound we like to hear.
Got caps on.
Okay.
I know. Well, we can't mute your mic from here, so
What is MPH?
miles per hour. I
Ah,
mean, you'll have to customize it. I didn't look. It was.
yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna name it yet either, so it'll just be horse for now.
Oh, and you can use. It's a blank sheet, so you can use the.
Character master, whatever it is.
Yeah, maybe. I don't.
That's what I was about to check whether character master.
So there you go. So you've bought a horse.
Yeah.
What's Kay doing?
Where?
What are you doing?
Fiddling about with LEDs at the moment.
Fair enough. Are you trying to buy a horse?
No, what? I don't need to buy a horse. What do I buy a horse for?
So then you can have your own horse.
I don't want my own horse.
Name it something.
I mean, he's a cat. He could probably leg it.
Cat?
Sorry, you're a character of feline descent.
It's not a furblog.
Oh, what is
Meow
it?
mix. Meow
Oh
mix.
yeah, furbolgs are. Oh, sorry, I was
Probably
thinking
orcish
Spaxy.
descent.
Yeah, I was thinking.
This is what I was
Spaxy. You're-
confused when Hansi was calling me a furry earlier. I was like, what the fuck?
You're of
nowhere
giant
near.
descent.
Yes.
I don't know. I'm still going to call him a furry though.
He's a furry.
And we're still
Pixie.
gonna call you Pixie. Yeah.
He's a furry short giant, is what he is.
One of these annoys the other more than.
One's actually true, the other one's a misunderstanding of the actual character. Because you're a
Tell what it
retard.
is yet?
Can you guess what it is yet?
So, anyways, so you don't want to try and buy a horse?
I've already
I've
bought
not
it.
been explained why we need a horse. All I know is this idiot next to me decided me buying a bloody horse.
I wanted to buy a horse, dude.
You've got about a 4. Actually, you're gonna have to go off road, so that's gonna slow you down because it's pretty much all gonna be difficult.
There are great plans for this horse in the future, don't you worry. And it will not
You've
be
got-
used as a human
You've
sacrifice.
got like 4 or 5 day journey to get to the druid.
And we don't have a horse because Cornon is ill.
Cornon is.
Therefore, I mean, you can walk if you want, but I thought I'm going to take a horse because then it can carry both of us. But I mean, if you really don't see the point in having a horse, by all means, you can walk alongside.
I mean, I don't think I got money for a horse because I'm actually going to need a horse for being a big guy. 7 foot tall, bit heavy.
That is true. Forget that you're a
I
fat
mean,
man.
as long as you don't overload the horse, I mean, you'll be fine. Or the pony, I should say. You'll be fine.
Yeah, ponies can
Carrying capacity 225 pounds, so
I have to leave some stuff at the hotel, but
it can carry you. Probably not a lot else. So
I mean, my weight capacity in Momin's 131. Not capacity, but total weight.
so
the
then
crap.
you've got you got 90 odd pounds leeway. So it's not as though it couldn't carry you.
Okay, what you got, stable boy?
So he brings out this massive black horse.
No.
Built that he gets like 3 foot out the door and he's like, oh, and turns around, stomps back in.
Not rich like Pixie.
he likes that horse, doesn't he?
So the horse that Stanley got is kind of like a chestnut brown,
Ah.
and then he brings out a brindle pony.
What's a Brindle pony.
You know the ones that are like a marbly black and white kind of style. Just Google Brindle.
The reason I got brought up Brindle Road.
Oh wow, this character sheet creation thing is actually so good now. Like it just does everything for you. That's ridiculous.
Oh, Dave, that's tickled me.
Big bad little horse.
Big man, little horse.
What you doing there, boy?
You sounded like Popeye for a second there.
Yeah, that's what I told him earlier. I said the same thing.
Spinach.
You can't break me, Dave. I'm not as easy as you.
He's already broken. There's no point in
I
trying
was
to
about
break
to
him.
say, you can't break.
I mean,
you
I
can't
don't
break a
believe
broken
that
man.
for a second.
Look, I'm just misunderstood, okay? Let's just get this right.
I mean, I was doing a pretty good job of breaking you earlier.
No, you just made me
You're
angry
doing a
earlier.
job of breaking him every week.
It was the comment that he came out with, I'm not as easy as you. I don't believe that for a fucking second.
I'm not easy. I
Yes,
like
you
playing
are.
hard to get. With everyone.
And then someone scratches your belly and you roll over and go,
Especially the Spanish.
Whoa, yeah, okay, yeah. The Spanish, the Spanish do have a way with me.
They do.
I know some people struggle with the alphabet. I struggle with talking.
I was gonna say I'm not very good with the alphabet. Yeah, the Spanish have ways. Let's just say that. They have ways of making me do things.
Yeah,
Oh,
lift up
nice.
shirt. Okay, I do.
Okay. That'll
Hey,
do.
the reward was worth it, okay?
What, the constant bullying was worth.
No, Furbs, don't use your magic on me as well.
Oh no.
Why not?
Alexa, play Let's Get It On by Marvin Gaye.
Oh, God.
You do stream it.
It's fine. I don't get money for these things, so
So you get views for free. Okay.
I'll get abused for free. God damn it.
So, Faris, do you want to buy this Brindle pony?
I suppose I'm going to need to if I'm going to need a bloody horse for this bloody thing.
I thought you were going to turn around and go, Varys, do you take this Brindle pony to be your awful wedded horse?
I mean, that's more like you and Cornell, but alright.
No, Dibley's the one that's got a hard-on for Cornon.
No,
No,
you've
it's
got the hard on.
definitely you.
I love my horse.
I mean, Dipley is the other person who's got it for corn on, but at the moment, you definitely.
Dibley's
Oh,
more the innocent, misunderstood kind of personality. You're the
Why didn't I play that the entire time that Hansi was having his fight with her?
Yeah, that would have been perfect. Furbs, that's just... God damn it. I will not break, though. It doesn't have to... It does not have the same effect, Furbs, if I can't hear you saying it.
False. Yes, it does.
I mean,
What's Ferb saying?
Just trying to break me.
I can do a Ferb's voice, right? Okay. I said that before I read what Ferbs had said.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Are you ready for the real roleplay of the evening? No, I'm not. I'll get another drink in me and then I'll do it.
Oh, I want to drink now.
Jeez.
I don't drink during the week anymore.
I'm,
God,
I'm shocked. You not
Yeah.
drinking? That's like
Hansi,
me
are
not
you
drinking.
okay? The pubs are
I
closed.
never drink. I'm tempted to actually get one.
The
I-
pubs
mean,
have
I
been
have a
closed
bottle
for
here,
like
but
a
I'm
whole
just
couple days now.
yeah, but I
Are
don't,
you-
for the last month or so, I don't drink Monday to... No, Sunday
Monday,
to
Tuesday,
Thursday.
You know what?
happy
You know what?
days.
Have a drink, Hansi. Have one.
Do you think I should have a drink, folks? No, there are no drinking rules involved in this D&D session either, by the way. I
Yeah,
don't
he
even
has
know-
got to get up to go to work tomorrow, the poor guy.
Oh, I don't care about that. I just lock myself in an office anyway.
Dave has spoken.
What did Dave say?
What do you think Dave said?
Have a
Dave
drink.
reckons he should have a drink.
Yeah, okay. The Brotherhood has spoken. Ferbs, you're going to have to do better to try and break me, sweetheart. I mean,
Oh,
don't get me
Dave.
wrong, I'll keep that one up in the memory bank, but...
Does Ferbs have Discord?
Save it
I
for
mean,
later.
Ferbs is welcome to break the DM at any point, so that's fine.
Burbs, roll a character quickly. We'll go and meet you in the tavern.
Oh God.
Make sure it's male, called
Yep.
Bill Nye, and is a half.
No, not Bill Nye, the dead guy.
Oh, he is now, isn't he?
Oh shit! I forgot you killed him.
I didn't kill him.
Are you murderer?
You were stood over him wielding your sword. I mean, what are we supposed to believe?
We did have to take
That was a
pointy
literal
ended up
sword,
bloody.
not a metaphorical sword, by the way.
I mean, that was the night before.
Mm.
Look, nothing happened.
Dave, if you want to play D&D, you are welcome to join. I mean, the thing is, the pace is really slow because we talk a lot of shit, as you may have already
It's a good environment to learn how to play D&D though, because we just fuck around.
We do. Dave, my character's female, so there is no meat sword.
I mean,
There they go,
yeah,
they're
your character's
quiet.
not Japanese, are they? Sorry.
Sorry, what?
Oh,
Do you want to run that one by me again, Stan?
Stereotyping.
oh, it's Taiwanese. Sorry. Yeah, my bad. Get my races mixed.
God.
I mean, if she has the sword secured to her body, does that make it a strap-on?
I mean, to be honest, it can't be any more than 5 feet away from me, so I guess. I never thought of this. If I can get a harness, I could turn it into one. It would make.
So,
I don't-
Lugatari has a 5-foot flesh sword.
As far as alignments go, I disagree somewhat with the alignment system. If you're purposefully trying to be an evil ass, then fair enough, you're an evil ass. But you don't have to
Stick with
have it
one.
on your character shape to say that you're
never
evil.
understood
You just
that,
play
yeah.
an evil person.
Characters develop as the story goes on is the best way to do it. And
You
just
mean-
starting off like, I am evil, and sticking with it the whole time is...
You being the pacifist of the group that's slowly not becoming a pacifist.
Okay.
No,
I've
the
only
pacifist
murdered
of
a
the group
family of
wasn't
4.
a pacifist.
To be honest,
tried to murder a family.
I've wanted to play an evil party at some point, but I've been told it's actually harder than it sounds. Just because, generally speaking, it goes against most people's morals and it's really weird to play.
Oh, I was going to go get a drink, wasn't I?
Get the drink.
Oh,
Same. Don't
They're
get
great,
drunk because I want to do
good.
the same.
I need to finish my
I
cup
mean,
of tea
even
first.
even the tea man's getting a drink, so yeah, you got to get a drink now.
Okay then, that sounds good. I knew I should have stopped by the shop to get alcohol before I came in. But
Yeah, I
my
was
shop
meant to
by
go
me
to the
was
shop
closed,
this
and I was
afternoon.
like, wow. I don't know how much. We might have wine. Ooh, roleplay. Let me go check and see. If we got red wine, then I'll have a bottle of red wine. God damn it, guys!
Uh-oh.
What are you doing to me?
Turning you into an alcoholic that you already were.
Well, yeah, but I
It
can't.
is liquid bread, it's good for you.
It is good for you, yeah.
Well, antioxidants and all that
We like
jazz.
to drink till
Ah.
we speak.
Come on,
Ooh,
Dave.
who
You
cares if
love
we
playing
get
as a
fat?
nurse.
I'll drink to that. As we speak.
I wanna share this picture with Hansi and see if he can get it up on his stream to see if anyone can think of a more feminine drink than this.
Doctors and nurses roleplay. Is it the Baileys that you've got?
It is indeed, but it's also the glass I'm gonna drink it out of.
Oh, is it
Ooh la
the
la.
unicorn glass?
Yeah,
No.
send it to me and I'll put it up on stream.
As we sing once more. What is the gone liquor? What gets you drunk? Liquor, what goes in bottles or in cans? Beer.
Right. While he sorts out that picture, I will go get a bottle of wine.
And we'll entertain your audience.
Be nice to them. Actually, I was gonna say you guys-
Danger will want.
I was going to say be nice to them, but Brotherhood,
I
be
think it's the
nice
other
to
way
these
around.
three. They're a bit naive.
We're not quite as precious as Pixie over there, but
Piss off.
how do you drink?
What's the message?
Right, I'm ending the stream now.
Oh my god, dear.
Oh,
Oh,
speak up.
okay. Right, I now need to get this up on stream somehow. Oh wow.
That is
Okay,
amazing.
I am
Where
gonna.
is it? Oh, it's in the group.
How am I gonna do this?
Oh, that's beautiful.
Actually, no, I can do this.
It might be exactly that. So yeah, I'm alright. Is that still the same bottle, Terry?
It is. There's not a lot left.
I was gonna say, there is either not much left of that, or whatever it is probably isn't worth drinking.
It's fine.
It's got alcohol in it.
You can tell that Terry drinks a lot less than I do, though, because I've drunk 3 bottles of whiskey since then.
Jesus.
Oh, so quite having my delivery today, a bottle of rum.
That's it, first.
Rum.
That's what I like to hear.
Okay.
Images.
Which rum?
What the fuck? Captain's Morgan's, I believe. Spiced.
Ah,
It was
Morgan's.
going for cheap.
Yep, that is pretty cheap. Sailor Jerry's quite nice, cheap spiced rum.
Oh yeah. I've had both. I've had most of the stuff that's cheap. It's the case if I just wanted something cheap and easy to mix, I just need to get some mixing.
Yep.
Get some iron brew or
No,
some.
that's fair enough.
Coke.
I didn't know whether you'd had Sailor Jerry before. I know a lot of people have Captain Morgan, so I like to recommend it because a lot of people, just don't know about it.
Why? Oh, there it is. Found it.
Why,
you gonna get a drink yet?
I'm trying to sort this picture out so that people can see this lovely thing.
Delilah.
Oh, for God's sake!
Oh,
You-
bite me,
Did
bitch.
you know you could just copy
Oh,
image
you wish.
location and paste it in the chat? I'm sure they're all smart.
Well, no,
enough
I
that
have
they
to
can
send it
click
to
a
my
link.
PC first.
Just open Facebook.
I mean, I could have done that, yes, but this just seems easier.
Brain
Fuck off!
use.
Those sucker
So
legs.
everyone on Twitch or Facebook feed.
I've got to swap it
mean-
now. God damn it. Add another.
Oh, just, oh, Lord, fucking Christ almighty.
Shut your mouth, bitch.
That's fair.
So anyway,
Kay was buying a horse.
Barris, do you want to try and persuade for a cheaper pony?
Yeah, go on then. What is it?
Persuasion roll from you.
Persuasion. Where are you? Persuasion.
Hmm?
Perception. Ooh, persuasion.
We're actually doing this job
That's
before.
pretty good.
Sweet, considering it's actually no boost. So yeah.
Yeah, and I just rolled a 17.
I was about to say,
so-
one second. Because I didn't get a chance to actually do it because I've been trying to look for my character sheet, which has been lost. I was going to do this first. Where the
No, he's having to minimize all his porn first day.
Honestly,
God.
there's so much of it.
I mean,
Damn it,
there
Hansi.
we go. This is what Terry is drinking out of.
And drinking.
Look, leave the anime girls. No,
Okay,
if you want to look at anime girls,
I was going to use enhanceability on K, which means he has advantage as well.
Dungeons
But he
and
doesn't need
Dragons, me
advantage
daddy.
because he's rolled an 18. But
I mean, is there any point rolling it from
no,
18?
don't bother. I won't bother using a spell slot. It's fine. Ignore everything I just said.
I'm gonna go get a drink. Be right back.
So yeah, you also can have the 3 gold discount. So
Free gold.
yep, that's all I gave Skulldugger.
I thought it was more than that. I thought it was like 40 down to 27.
Yeah, you gave
No,
me
it's 30 down to 27.
You said 40 at first. Okay.
No, it was 400 for the
Yeah.
warhorse.
And then it was 40
Or-
because it was exactly half of my gold for the other horse.
That's not why I said it.
Okay, some numbers have been miscommunicated at some point, but we're down to 27 gold.
But the price
27.
is 27 anyway.
The price is right.
Okie dokie.
I guess
So that's
Okay.
down to 53 gold. And so, what do I do with this bloody thing then? How do I set it up?
Oh, you want me to give you a character sheet?
Do I need to set up a character sheet? Do I need to just post it in the thing? Does it need to be this? Does it need that?
depends what you have.
You don't have to have a character sheet. I am quite happy just to if anything was to happen, I'll just pull up the standard stats for a pony.
Yeah. I was
Okay,
about to say,
cool,
It
I'll
depends
just
what
leave
you're
it as
planning on
a-
using your horse for, because I plan on doing some pretty weird things with it later on, so I'm gonna make a character
But
sheet
what?
for it.
Not on the stream.
Oh,
Not on the stream.
sorry.
So yeah,
There's a song.
Yeah, I've just made a note. I've got a horse in the inventory. Then I'm not doing anything special.
If you knew more about skullduggery, that is such a freaking true statement.
Which one?
That poor horse.
Poor horse. Yes, that poor horse. I'm not sure if Terry's worked out what I'm planning to do to it, but
I mean,
Not
the
yet,
fact that you said
but-
you plan to do something with it, it is just
we don't need to know more. Yeah.
it's a case of do it off the screen, off the stream. We don't want to know. We just know you won't be coming home with it.
You know that's illegal in most countries, right?
it's up until they passed the law in America
I return.
making gay marriage legal in all states. It was legal in more states than gay marriage.
Can we take this picture down now, yeah?
I mean,
If you want to.
Done.
Dun dun dun.
Cool. Right, I
My
have my
little
wine.
my little piglet glass.
you have your wine. I've just run out of beer, but
Wait,
I've got a plethora of whiskey to drink.
Ferbs, are you trying to break me? Ferb, no, I meant roll 20. For Chili to get a spanking?
Ooh.
How's that going to work, Ferbs?
Well, we roll a d20. You go and find your paddle, and then whatever number comes out, that's how many you're giving yourself.
I mean, technically, yes, I could do that. I don't know if I have a paddle. I could.
I figured that was the bit that you were most certain about, but
I mean, you have a horse.
I mean, I may have to improvise, but I've managed to put about.
oh no!
I've
What have we
got
done?
half
What
a
has this
bottle
stream
of...
turned into?
I don't know.
I honestly blame Dave.
I've got half a bottle of red wine in one glass, so.
Fuck.
Considering he started twerking the other day, this is not that big of a step as far as I'm
I was
concerned.
gonna say,
honestly.
it's my notification now. If someone subscribes to my channel, it's a gif of
A
me
gif
twerking.
of you twerking. Amazing.
Oh my god.
I haven't put the titty jiggle one up yet.
Sorry, but that's not worth £4.99.
Oh,
I
trust-
mean,
the guys love it when I twerk. Well, I thought it wouldn't be by you, Ferbs. I mean, I've just had to do it to myself. You
As
are,
per normal.
you are responsible for the gifts as well, Dave, yes.
it's better than yours, damn right. It's better
So,
than
in all,
yours.
blame Dave.
Yeah, blame Dave. Honestly, I
let's-
think a lot of what Hansy's streams boil down to are blame Dave.
But I love Dave for it, so it's fine.
He has a bad influence on you.
Just because we love
So
him.
maybe you'd like
Keep
go
doing
to
it.
Spanky.
I mean, I need
Right,
to now have
so
a look and see
We
what I
both
can
have
improvise.
horses.
Oh yeah, we are playing D&D, aren't we?
We are
I
playing
think
D&D.
we are.
I've got a baseball bat. I don't think that's going to have the same effect.
I'll go see
Beat
Murdoch
yourself.
in a minute, alright? I'm sure he can make me up a paddle.
I mean,
Oh
Local-
shit!
Local talent.
That's what we had queued up from Murdoch that we all completely forgot about.
What that?
What, your maracas?
No! Along the same lines as a paddle.
Saddle?
For Hansy.
Okay, I'm lost now. What?
Yeah, I'm confused.
Nobody else has remembered what
It,
I was
ri-
probably
it,
drinking at the time, so.
it
and it has
rhymes.
been a few
It
weeks.
rhymes with
it was
paddle.
a shaped, carved piece of wood. Carved roughly
No!
carved roughly into the shape of male genitalia.
Yes, I remember.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
were,
that was a thing
you
that
were
happened.
making a dildo for me. That's right.
Yep, Murdoch
Did
is
you
on
actually?
the case.
Did you actually pay for that?
I think so.
I didn't even think that was a.
No,
thing, and
him
I
saying
can
it,
remember
it does ring a bell now that they were going to get me a dildo.
Well, you know, it's Latunia has a long, lonely nights ahead of her.
Well, but it sounds like Dave wants Latunia to have a saddle.
Dave, we
I
save,
want a horse.
save it for the weekend. I got the ball gag and everything.
Adult. No, Dave. She's a whore, not a horse. Slight different.
Well, we don't know that yet.
Saddle, extra attachment.
That's fair, Ferbs. This wine's actually really nice. I might actually be able to finish the bottle tonight.
We've lost a viewer. I think we've actually disturbed somebody.
Oh, that's understandable.
Anyway, right. So we ride at dawn, I guess.
Whee!
Wait,
That's what she said.
Luckily, it currently is.
Is it?
Indeed. So,
Ooh.
Ugh.
I reckon you can probably have trimmed that journey time down to. I was saying 4 to 5 days, so let's make it 3 to 4 days.
Why are we going again?
Because you want to get a potion to save Cornon.
You need to find a druid.
We need to find a druid man.
Oh, we
Yeah,
go. The accents are back. You haven't done it for a while, Kay, so...
What, my random accents of random terribleness? Yeah, words.
Words!
No, you'll be hearing a lot of strange things from me tonight, so don't worry.
Strange. Miss
Yes,
Moneypenny.
like words.
Yes,
Words that
Miss-
can't be said.
Yes, Miss Moneypenny.
Smoke a pancake.
Who's Dawn? Well, that's the ultimate question, Ferbs. Furbage. I'm actually going to have a quick look around, scout around my room for a potential paddle.
No.
To be honest, the D&D handbook is pretty thick. It could be. I mean, the baseball bat just seems a little bit too OTT. I'm not going to ask my sister. That would just be weird.
It's when she turns around and goes, "Here you go."
Which size do you want? What?
Right. So, whilst they're preparing to leave on their adventurous journey, what is Lunatari?
Well, Lunatari is still feeling a bit rough from the night before, after having my ass handed to me by some doppelganger that wants me dead.
Realization, she enjoyed it really.
I think I will use this time, because they're going to be gone for a while, I'll assume. Can I just rest up for a couple of hours? I want to go speak to Flubberbeard.
Sure.
So we'll just say I rested for a couple of hours, and then...
Well, I'll try and keep it fairly
Oh, yeah.
samey. So, right, you're resting.
Yep.
So, you two, you setting off together?
No, I've already set off. He can catch me up if he wants to.
Riding off into the sunset? Way too early for that.
Yeah, so
I'll take that as a yes then.
yeah, we've set off. We've set off.
Cool. What are you doing as you leave the city?
Annoying him.
Yeah, pretty much.
In
Riding in
in
the
true
general
Varys
direction
way.
we need to go and pissing each other off, I can imagine.
Not paying attention to anything. Excellent.
No, the passive thing is going thingy.
Passive
Words.
perception, and mine's like.
There you go.
14 now.
Yeah, my passive is passive. It's generally sort of on the back of a horse. Passive perception at 50, just looking around the area as we go
I've
along
12
the way.
passive. Yeah, I'm not
Do we-
particularly looking for anything.
I had a thought in my head. Lost a thought. Next.
Okay, you don't see anything.
But it's
So,
dust.
Womp womp.
Sorry, I'm laughing at the chat.
You don't want to laugh at your viewers.
No, I love them.
They meant to laugh at you.
Oh, they
Yeah.
do. Don't worry about that.
Anyway, so. Jesus Christ.
Why did we invite this guy?
This guy,
This guy.
that guy.
I might just start using your stream for inspiration as to what they see on their journey. So, a dildo monster, you say? Yep, I know what that can be.
Oh my god. Why are we getting that one?
Something from any hente? No, Dave.
So-
Outlast 2 is not happening
Why not?
because I am objecting.
Because you are a lady and you are scared.
Too fucking right. I'm scared.
It is a game.
So sexist.
See? I agree with Dave. Coward!
So anyway, you start traveling. You do about a day's worth of traveling. It's going to get you about here. You follow the southern road, a road that you've travelled already because it's the same one that you used to get from Flento to City of Star. You travel about a day. So yeah, this is going to take you 3 days. So the first day, you travel. You don't see anything that's going to cause you any issues. And that can be that. Lunatar, you wanted to go see Flubberbeard.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll head over. I've woken up from a brief rest and head down to the bar. As I'm walking out, is Mr. Scales around?
What time is it?
Time you gotta watch.
I mean, what was it? It was morning when they left. I slept for a few hours, so probably what should we say, midday?
Then no, you don't see him.
Okay, cool. Dilly?
Dilly.
No, it's quite quiet in the.
Who's looking after the bar?
They're around.
Oh, right.
But you would have to call to get something.
Bill Nye probably would be looking after the bar if you hadn't fucking murdered him.
I didn't fucking murder him for the last fucking time. He murdered himself.
You stood over him with your sword.
Yeah, and we
even the DM says you murdered him.
No, because we did. Varys did an investigation last week, and it wasn't my sword that killed him.
Your sword wasn't bloody. Doesn't mean you didn't clean it quickly.
Well, no, we established.
There were no
your
stab
mystical sword that you can
There were
dispatch
no
and
stab
reappear at will.
Yeah, I'm not buying it.
Oh, fuck you lot.
I'm not buying this double thing either.
Oh, bite me as well. I'll just call out for Mr. Scales.
Yeah, you can. Well, you can get Dilly's attention anyway.
You hear that, Furbert? Anyone?
Wolf whistle.
Yeah, I call out for Dilly. Dilly, you around?
She's all chipper. Seems to enter the bar from the rear entrance.
Whee.
Hey.
I just let Dilly know. I just say to Dilly, I know obviously you guys have been charged to keep an eye on me and everything, but I need to go see Flubberbeard at the Mage's Tower. I hopefully won't be too long, but I do have some questions regarding last night. So I won't be long, but I thought I would just let you know where I'm heading off to.
Dilly kind of considers it for a minute, and I was like, "Okay, I'm coming."
I mean, you really don't have to, don't you? Need to.
No. If that's where you're gonna go, I'll escort you.
Okay. Well, this is okay. I guess we're just walking towards the Mage's Tower. I might as well use this. So, Dilly, tell me a bit about yourself. We don't know anything about Dilly's character. Yeah, you fucking brought this up, mate, so I'm playing on it.
It's like, I'm not telling anything to a criminal.
Is that what she actually says?
Yes.
Dilly, we went through this morning. There were no stab wounds on Bill Nye's body. He was brutally beaten to death. His skull caved in, not by my sword.
Well, there are ways and means. I was an adventurer once myself.
Tell me about your adventuring days.
I'm strong, I'm powerful, and I can smash your face in. What do you want to know?
How long were you doing it for?
Or longer than... longer than you have left to live.
I don't know what my lifespan is, actually, as an ASMR.
Dad thinks she means that.
Dilly's not clingy. Dilly's a badass.
She is. She's got a thing for the furry. Were you in a party, or did you just solo adventure?
Oh, I was in a party. It was a band of orcs. We were totally badass. We raided. We delved. We did all the good things. None of this Ponzi magic either.
Oh.
It was brute strength all the way.
Frantically takes notes.
He's making notes. Um. By any chance, would you have, in your adventures, ever come across a double ganger before?
Wait. Do you actually know what it is?
I thought we.
I don't think we established it in the game. I thought we established it out of the game.
No, because you did a history check on it last week,
Mm,
and you got a high
Someone did a history check here.
and you came up with it was likely to have been a double ganger. I mean, I can go back and review the footage, but
to the footage!
to the archives. But yeah, no, I asked Dilly if she's ever come across or heard of a double ganger before.
I don't know. Whatever we came across, we slayed it. So if I have, we killed it.
Huh. So you're more of a...
More of a warrior than you? Yeah.
Not what I was going to say, Dilly,
Jesus
but
Christ.
I was going to say more of a action before questions kind of gal.
Yeah, you'll not be able to speak on this one.
She just has a smug look on her face.
Huh. Always enjoy your company, Dilly.
She literally stands in the middle and goes, Dilly Dilly!
Oh no.
Christ.
What the hell?
What you can't see, because I don't have my webcam on my stream on, is I raised my fist for that.
Nice.
Lunatari just kind of pinches the bridge of her nose and just kind of shakes her head, but has like a grin on her face and just goes, okay. And carries on towards the Mage's Tower.
Well, I'm going to say, because I picture you kind of like standing still as you do so,
Yeah.
she just kind of like scruffs you a little bit and just keeps walking with like forcing you to proceed alongside her.
Parading.
Brilliant.
And because she's yelled out Dilly Dilly, everyone in the street is looking at you.
Oh, yes.
Just take a deep breath, Lunatari. It's fine. You can do this. It's just got to get to the Mage's Tower. That's all. Dilly's just here to escort you. It's all going to be fine. Let's just get to our destination. Speak to Flubberbeard, and I can get this quest of mine sorted. Okay. Take
This
a deep breath.
quest of mine.
Die! You can't stab her. That's rude.
Okay, onwards.
Dave, that's not a good idea.
I trust me. Not even I would be brave enough to do that.
What, fight Dilly?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Dilly would probably team wipe us.
Yeah. And we don't know if Dilly can bleed though, so and I don't want to be the one
I
to
mean,
try.
the other week, Dilly slapped Kay and did like 6 damage or something, didn't she?
Something like that. Yeah.
What? Being silly.
Yeah, the way I see it, like, Dilly and Varys have like this school ground kind of behaviour going.
Oh, yeah.
You like punch the girl that you like.
Yeah, that's
Not
the
that
way
I
I
ever
see
did
it.
that, folks. FYI.
Lies.
That was a straight up admission of guilt.
Yeah. No, I did other things. But it's not what we're going into.
Yes, Dilly is female. She is a orc fightery type
Oh, she was a half orc.
with
Half orc, half human, did you
ridiculous
say?
charisma.
Oh, was she high in charisma?
Oh yeah, she's beautiful.
Yeah,
That
love
makes-
high charisma orcs. They're some of my favourite characters in D&D.
Yeah, Stave, I did get punched by a lot of girls at school. Anyway, to the Mage's Tower.
No, 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 no.
I know that there is obviously no magical way 'cause I've been here a few times now. Are the doors open to the Mage's Tower, or
They are not. They are shut.
I shall knock on the. No, wait. Did we establish there was a doorbell,
That was the last
There
one.
is.
or was there a knocker? Because I
No,
remember
there's
us
a
talking
knocker,
about
there's a
knockers.
doorbell.
That was on the last one.
I could say a good joke there, but I'm not going.
I'll ring the doorbell.
There is doorbells.
Oh, Dilly.
However, unlike last time,
Hmm.
where you had one doorbell, there appears to be two.
Oh.
One is a bomb.
Can I do? What's that? Would it
For those in the stream, the Wizard's Tower is also like a
Fun
school
house.
for the trainee wizards, hence children. There are some abnormalities in the Wizard's Tower.
Yes.
Like the common one that we've seen so far is the trick stairs that turn into a slide.
Yes.
That skull loves.
Would it be a perception check to try and work out which is the legitimate one? Because I have no doubt feel like they probably
It would
fucked
be a
around. with it.
history check, see if you can remember where the one was originally.
True, but they might have mixed it up.
Yes.
What would you suggest I roll, Mr. DM?
I mean, I'll give you a free, which is you can roll a perception, and even if you crit it, you're not going to be able to see a difference between them.
Okay.
I mean, if I roll my dice first,
Of course.
so yeah, okay. So there's one that's close to the door, and then there's one that's just a little bit further out.
Okay.
And then you can roll a history, and if you get above 15, you will remember which one was there last time.
Okay. One history check coming up. Nope.
No, you don't know which one was there last time.
Which one do I pull? Do any of the ropes look remotely Spanish?
No. No, they look identical.
Damn, well, that doesn't help my situation. I will go for the one that is nearest the door.
Excellent.
Fuck!
I promise you, I had made that decision beforehand.
I.
Yeah,
And he is delighted.
Christ on a bike.
but basically,
Mhm.
Please
a
don't.
funnel of water from an unknown source
Oh,
just pours down above you.
We've lost her. We've lost her. Stand.
have we?
Yes.
Oh.
So you are now soaked to the bone.
Do I have anything that can rectify that? I'm frustrated now. I'm still tired and everything. I'm just like, God fucking damn it! And I just yell, Flubber Beard!
Dilly's just stood behind you, pissing herself laughing.
I really am at that point where I don't care, so I literally just turn slowly and just glare at Dilly, showing my unamusement to all of this.
She doesn't give a fuck. She just looks and goes, "What happens when you pull the other one?"
I don't know, Dilly, why don't you try?
She walks past you, pulls the other one, doorbell rings.
I'm on the verge of unleashing something that I haven't actually done in game yet, but
God,
I will
Pixie's anger management issues.
I will refrain myself. I just sigh very
Sorry about that,
loudly
Chris.
and that's all right, buddy, and wait to see who answers the door.
So you roll me another history, and you only have to get like a 10 this time,
Okay. History.
just because humanoids are
Hooray!
designed
I'll take the 11.
humanoids are designed to recognize faces, so that's fine. You remember this as the child,
The tormented
Who-
skull.
yeah, last time, who opens the door. He clearly recognizes you, as you have been there before. And just like Dilly, wets himself laughing. And he just looks at you, points up the stairs, and he's like, the headmaster's in his office. It's like, do you need drying?
That would be very
Don't say
nice.
yes.
Don't do it.
Thank you.
He walks up ahead of you, stops you just in front of the classroom, walks in front of his class just for a few seconds, comes back out, and he's got another 2 or 3 students with him, and the teacher. And there's got to be a spell for this.
There is.
There
actually,
is. I
yes.
can't remember what it's called though. It's a cantrip, isn't it?
Yes, there is a spell specifically for cleaning and drying.
No, that's not what I'm after.
Oh, if you.
That or it's fireball. Yeah, that's what I was
Well,
also.
that
Oh, it's
is-
only a 2nd level spell. This is fine. Let's have a little. Must succeed on a strength saving throw. Okay.
Oh my God.
3 students stand in front of you, and the teacher kind of looks at them. It's like, right, remember what I taught you in class? Clearly, they've planned this. Like someone who's going to come in, get soaking wet, and then the teacher has an excuse to practice these spells with the students. And oh, okay. So they don't have to roll for it or anything.
Go on.
Can you roll me a strength saving throw?
A strength saving throw.
Yeah.
Oh God. Actually, my strength's not bad actually.
I'm going to make it quite low because these are just students.
11.
Yeah, that'll do for the first one. Right. So, student number 1, Gust of Wind.
It's a Pokemon. It's a Pidgey.
So, Gust of Wind blows at you. You can kind of feel yourself drying off, like bit by bit. And concentration up to a minute. So, you get like 20 seconds of this.
Mhm.
Student number 2, roll me a strength saving throw, please.
13.
Excellent. So this one seemed a bit more powerful, and you're rocking around a bit, but you just keep your feet, not a problem. So third student comes up. Roll me a strength saving throw.
Well, shit.
Well, now
Be
there's
nice.
a bit of
to
an issue.
Tilly catcher. Sorry.
Go on.
Hang on. I'm gonna roll both. Yeah. Nope. Oh yeah. Cool. So Dilly gets knocked back 15 feet on the second one. Where you manage to keep your feet, Dilly goes flying down the stairs. So Dilly then takes.
Oh, Dilly got.
Oh yeah, Dilly got done.
Oh, shit.
Uh-oh.
Somebody. Oh no.
Hey! This works in my
So-
favor.
So Dilly takes 4 points of damage.
Oh!
She does, however, land on her feet. And then on the second one, on the last one, she critted her strength roll. So yes, she can catch you.
Ah.
Catch me, Dilly!
At which point, she looks at you with your ferocious face on. You're fucking being an utter fucking dickhead, angry person like normal,
Funny
and
that.
just looks at you and goes, "For fuck's sake, take a joke." And you can take 5 damage.
Oh!
Ow!
Just to add insult to injury with that
Fucking
one.
hell.
I know it was an afterthought. Oh yeah, by the way, take 5 damage.
I just nod to the students and make my way up the stairs without saying a word.
So,
As you walk past, the teacher heals you for 3.
Thank you, Miss. I stop and nod courteously to the teacher. You have my thanks. And then I proceed up to Flubberbeard.
And heals Dilly for max 10.
I swear I get more damage done to me out of combat than I do in combat.
Well, if you're gonna play your character as a stroppy little mare, then it's gonna happen.
Just do what I do, and just be an absolute dickhead, and nobody hurts you.
Roll with the punches.
Well, apart from having your cape set on fire by said student.
Yeah, but it didn't hurt.
That was amusing.
That was actually.
Not amusing.
Why do you guys always leave this tower in a fits of rage? Boggles me.
Varus is just happy-go-lucky. He's like, nah, yeah.
Varus is asleep half the time, so he kind of misses it all.
There is that,
Narcoleptic
but-
furball, yeah.
Well,
There's also the case says I haven't had a prank played on me. Whenever the stairs went, I wasn't on the stairs.
Yeah, you haven't actually had a prank yet.
Okay, I'll try and remember that.
That's not an invitation.
So yeah, I make my way up the stairs to and stop at the top of the stairs. Is Flubberbeard's door closed?
But it's partially ajar.
When is a door not a door?
When it's ajar!
Is there? Because I remember last time this happened, I knocked on the door and it just opened. Is there a way I can like knock on the door without it, like if I do it closer to the hinges so it doesn't open the door?
You can try.
What would I have to roll?
Nothing. You knock.
I would say roll me a strength, but it's gonna be more of a dex thing, isn't it? So roll me a dex. You want a high dex? Yeah.
It was a dex save, but I mean, it works the same.
That's fine.
I don't know. Is there a dex?
It only gave you +1 on it, so that's fine. Yeah, so you can knock nearer the hinge. The door moves, but only a tiny bit.
Okay.
At which point Flubberbeard's like, "Come in, come in."
As I open the door and I walk in and go, we're afternoon now, aren't we? Afternoon, Flubberbeard.
He looks at you and says, you've been helping my students, I see.
Yes, fine students you have.
Yes, they're a good bunch.
Yes, no, definitely. Their skills are improving, I see.
Yep, getting more powerful every day.
Oh, I noticed.
It's a fun way of learning in this tower.
I have picked up on that.
If you need any lessons,
thank you for the very kind offer. I may take you up on that sometime.
yes, very reasonable rates.
I don't even know how that would work with a warlock.
You'd have to start learning, like,
Because isn't it
Wizard
wizards that learn
cantrips.
from...
yeah, wizards learn from books. Well, wizards and
Yeah.
clerics learn from books.
Because I get all my stuff from demons.
Demon.
Demons.
I find clerics a little bit weird because they learn from books, but their power is granted to them
By
via
gods.
their deity.
God, yeah.
Whereas wizards are just, they learn from books,
They have
and
to
that's it.
Yeah, they have to study a lot. But that makes them more versatile because they can learn a lot more different spells, can't they? How do sorcerers get their the things?
Natural ability.
It's
Well,
natural
yeah.
ability. So, I turn to Flubberbeard
Maybe
and
she's born with it.
maybe it's
Maybe it's sorcerism.
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 Maybe it's made by fireball.
I turn to Flubberbeard and going, I have an urgent matter I need to discuss with you.
He's like, oh, sounds serious.
It has.
My
It's
message followed it. Be like, when doesn't she sound serious?
No, you're too far away. Go away. It
Really
actually
interject.
has something to do with what we were discussing on my last visit.
Okay.
So we were discussing about the Stormblade family.
Yeah.
I was attacked last night by what we believe was a doppelganger.
Oh, I've never heard of one of those. Maybe you mean a doppelganger.
That's the one. I knew I was going to fuck that up.
That's been bothering me all evening. I haven't been saying anything.
Doppelganger. Sorry, not double. I think I've always said doppelganger. I don't know why. Must be
Maybe
the porn
it's a
I'm
sick
watching.
fantasy of yours.
It's probably the porn I watch, but anyway. Yeah, so I was viciously attacked by a doppelganger last night.
Provoked.
That was originally in the form of Bill Nye, the multi-talented, or not talented, multi-purpose person in this town.
So what's your perspective on that? Because the way I hear it, you're still possibly responsible for what happened to Bill Nye. What's your version of the story?
Well, due to the fact that people think I stabbed him when the body was examined and clearly had his face caved in, do I really look like the kind of person that would have that kind of strength? This is an insult to myself. At the same time, I'm very much aware.
What is your strength?
Yeah, because you actually look, depending on how high your strength is.
My strength is 14.
Oh,
Pretty buff.
easily.
Hmm.
It was like, you shouldn't put yourself down. Unfortunately for you in this situation, you look more than capable of performing said act.
Trust me, if I was going to have killed him, I would not have pummeled him to death. Hey, Iku! Welcome to the chill zone, buddy. Whatever you... Oh, fuck, I just realised what I said.
Yes, there are rumours about that also.
So coming from
You two were quite the item, it would seem.
From his perspective, maybe. Not from mine.
Aha, so more motivation. I see.
hey, you're not doing yourself any favours here, Hansy.
I'm aware of that. Anywho, no one has questioned me. The guards have not interrogated me or asked me in for questioning. They have just let the matter slide.
That's not entirely true.
Well, I have not been summoned, and they have not classed me as a suspect. That they have told
Well,
me.
questions were asked at the scene, I believe.
Yes, into which they let the matter go and said that I was not responsible.
Well,
Otherwise, I would have been taken into custody, as I would have thought the law would dictate.
Remember, this is medieval times.
Yeah, they just killed you on the spot.
They just let you walk around, and then they were like, "No, wait, we probably should hang you."
Actually,
Came to your house, dragged you out at night, and then hung you. Yeah.
well, I did have a brief word with Basalt on the matter, and apparently the case is still open. For reasons of which he was not at liberty to explain, but it's as much as I can tell you.
Back to my leading question, though. Do you know much about doppelgangers? And have you known any to be in the area?
Oh, there's some books about doppelgangers in faraway realms, but there's no documentation of one ever being here.
Interesting. Well, this doppelganger seems to know a lot about me and my family history, and it appears that he is on the same mission as me to find this heirloom of mine. And pretty much wants me dead as well as my family, and was very interested in knowing what my family name was, but also wanted my blood, which he actually did manage to get away with.
Oh dear.
Would there be any kind of ritual that would require someone's blood?
I mean, there could be many magical seals protecting this weapon if it is being kept somewhere.
Interesting. And there's nothing more you can tell me about the Stormblade family, or...
I'm sorry, I've already given you all I have on the matter.
So the only place I'm going to get some more information would be from actually visiting this keep. Out.
Indeed.
Okay. Thank you very much for your time, Flubberbeard. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
And I bow courteously and I walk out.
It's like, as he leaves, it's like, would you like the long way or the short way?
The long way, please.
Oh, so dull.
And I just carry on and I walk down the stairs.
You don't hear him say anything, but like the door reasonably promptly shuts behind you. You get the feeling that he was not impressed by taking the long way.
What Dilly?
No, I left her downstairs, to be honest.
Yeah, Dilly's with the class. When you get to the class, you can hear Dilly and the teacher roaring with laughter. The students all have big smiles on their face. Everyone's having a whale of a time.
I just walk past the class and carry on down the stairs and out of the tower.
She sees you walk by and just sort of like yells cheerio to everyone and heads off out. Walks up behind you. Do you have what you need?
Not really.
Oh, there's no pleasing some people.
Flubberbeard,
Go on, then.
Flubberbeard didn't seem to have any... He knew what a doppelganger was, but there's no history of them being in this area. But apparently...
God, no, anyone could have told you that.
Lunitari just bites her tongue. Continues on. And also that sometimes blood is used to break seals of a magical variety.
Yeah, I prefer the brute force method myself, but yeah.
Brute force doesn't work for everything, though, Dilly.
Yeah. Haven't found anything that it doesn't work for yet.
Maybe you should come on some of
people
our...
think they can outsmart me. Maybe. Maybe.
Dilly,
I have yet to find one that can outsmart Bullet.
maybe you should come on some of our adventures sometime, Dilly, and we can put this to the test.
Oh, I think your little group gets itself into far too much trouble.
Yeah, but think of all the skulls you could smash. You could relive your heydays.
I can do that in town. Just become a bouncer.
To be honest, I thought you were the bouncer.
I'm the barmaid. 1 second.
I'd say she's gonna smack you for that.
What's your armor class?
15.
Okay. She takes a swipe at you, and sort of like you feel a big rush of air sweep past your head.
Oh, I'm dry again.
But she doesn't actually make contact. Did you literally just say that to her?
What? Oh, I'm dry again.
Oh, I thought you said try again.
No, I said, ooh, I'm
I
dry
said,
again.
Ooh, I'm dry again.
No, I heard the other thing.
No, I heard.
Shut up, you.
What?
Kay, I swear to God, like his ulterior motive is just get the party killed.
I am thinking so, yeah.
Who, me?
Seems fair to me.
I mean, I'm just sitting here relaxing, doing some DIY stuff.
Was there a library here in this city, Terry?
Oh,
I can't remember
There
if
was one in the
true.
Mage's Tower. Is where the only books were, because I was asking about a book because I wanted to buy one. They
yes.
sent me to the
Hence
Mage's Tower.
hence why you were initially going up to the Wizard's Tower
Oh,
to.
because you wanted to get a
find
notepad.
something.
I wanted a notepad.
And it was more effort than worth.
Oh, definitely.
But it was bloody fun.
He only wanted it so he could draw pictures of boobs.
That's all I used it for.
Okay. Well, scrubs that idea out the window. I will head back to the tavern.
Okay. As if Dilly would let you go anywhere else.
Really?
Don't
Well,
mind Tilly.
If you wanted to go to the barracks, she would have escorted you there. Maybe if you'd have wanted to go to the shop, depending on what you were after, she might have let you go there.
No, I will head back to the tavern. And I quickly need to go use the toilet, so I don't know if you want to cut to the other guys.
Bwah, bwah, bwah.
Sure. We will cut to the other guys. Evening draws in.
I spy with my little eye something beginning with
You know what?
I said Varys. I spy with my little eye something beginning with T.
T?
T.
T?
After R.
T?
Wait, no. After S.
I know what T is.
Ah!
Little bloody masked idiot. I was wondering where we're going to make it.
There's plenty of Blackadder references here. What begins with T? Breakfast.
Right. Of course it's food. Right. We'll pull up somewhere
no, it's
along
a trick, you bloody idiot. Mask is going to your head.
It was only a tree anyway. I was going easy on you.
I am from the tree people, so...
I'm
rid of-
bored is what I'm trying to say here. You've been riding for hours.
Well, you're the one who wanted to come here.
I just wanted to get away from Looney Tune back in the bloody place. She's going stark crazy.
She's just a bit moody.
Uh,
Sure, there's a reason for it. I don't know why.
don't know. Time of the month.
Maybe. Or she's a bit upset about Bill.
Yeah, that's true. I miss Bill,
I think-
you know? I
I think deep down, that upset her.
think it did a bit. Anyway, you were saying T.
T!
No, I was saying T. Somebody was saying T. T's a good idea. Let's
You were saying T.
fuck it.
I
Yeah.
spy.
Yes. Let's find somewhere to make some tea.
I want to have a
down
look
with
at your
that.
character sheets to make sure.
Ah, dearie dear.
To make sure what?
To see what your intelligence -1 for you.
Yeah, mine's not high, and his isn't, I think, amazing. So this is a perfectly legitimate conversation. Which is why I started with tea. Because I,
Oh, -1 and -2. Nice.
yeah, I was about to say, it's not that he wouldn't know letters beginning with T, but I can't spell many words other than tree.
And can you spell that? What you spell it?
T R E. Tree.
Try.
Comes after two. It's weird that they're spelled the same, innit?
What is?
Tree and tree and tree.
Tree and tree.
You know,
Yeah, there's lots for you over there.
This is the most
Yeah, those
intellectual
ones.
conversation I've heard.
and
in
one
a
after
while.
two. Two and one more. Tree.
This is more intellectual than the people I work with.
If you have 2 beans, and then you add 2 more beans, What do you have?
I don't know, they'd ask me for the answer.
Some beans. So if you
have-
have some beans and you add one more bean, how many do you have?
A lot of gas.
Some beans.
Love it.
It's the Terry Pratchett bit as well with the frogs that learn to count.
Is-
One
Hmm.
and one more one.
One more, one more, one.
Possibly with some of my favourite Blackadder scenes. Yeah.
Anything with Baldrick.
You see, I have a very cunning plan.
Anyway, it's late afternoon, early evening, so we'll pull over for some tea.
Tea.
Tea
Come.
where?
Pull over for some tea. Yeah, you do that.
A nice little clearing or something, and just have some tea.
Are you gonna set up camp or cook food?
I'll
Yeah,
cook,
one of
you
us
set up camp.
set up a fire.
I don't know what my cooking skill. Is there even a cooking skill? What cooking use?
You can do survival.
Survival. Survival. Fuck it. But it doesn't really matter. Since when have we ever done a roll for cooking?
I did, depending on because it depended on how much you got from hunting, and then if you got something big, how many people you were able to feed.
I think I'm only eating dry meats anyway. Do we have anything to cook? Or are we just eating dry meats?
Well, I still got my I had rations. Yeah, I still got loads of rations left.
Probably just eat them then. We're not exactly the fussiest of eaters, I don't think.
Nah.
Yeah.
And I didn't see anything on the way here.
Uh,
It seemed edible.
well, I probably pocketed some of that dubious meat that I had for breakfast for the snake anyway.
Snake? What
Fuck you,
snake?
Terry.
We all know we all know I have a snake by now.
Ah, that trouser snake.
Cuddle,
Yeah.
the constrictor.
Cuddles the trouser snake.
I forgot you called it Cuddles. Lol.
Special.
Cuddles the trouser snake.
Wow, my hat
And
really
other
is ghostly.
children's stories. Penguin books.
The ghostly hat I wear. That's quite cool.
Well, as you're not cooking anything and you're just making tea,
Just made a
Then you-
fire just to make tea and some warmth and some light
Some tea.
for the night sky.
then you don't attract any animals.
But a vampire turns up.
I mean, you
But
never
hopefully
know.
it should be the teen that's
I mean, that would
wondering where the hell we got to.
Hmm.
Wah, wah, wah.
Or another vampire turning up. Ask him why you murdered his wife.
Look at that guy.
The vampiric love triangle.
Sounds like Twilight. Just need a werewolf now.
Don't give him ideas.
But you've got a furbog.
Oh, he is a furry, so yeah.
Okay,
Can
Pixie.
you tell what it is? Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm guessing you were sat by the fire, eating rations and having a spot of tea.
So explain to me what you have done.
We rode.
Hard.
We
And
tried playing I
fast.
Spy. You know how that went.
Uh-huh.
I asked whether we're there yet a couple times.
I need to watch
Uh-huh.
this bit back.
And I turned around and said, where are we going?
And then I said,
Uh-huh.
it's probably about it, if I'm honest with you, Terry. I think
Well,
Var-
just trying
Varys
to
and I
get...
are quite simple characters.
Yeah, see, that's what's concerning me. So,
Hmm? Well, they're
Like,
simple.
like when we've got Lunatari, I feel like our characters are more trialed. And then-
Trialed.
Yeah, we've actually got to think because we've got to like intelligent person in our midst. We've got to like try and come off at least somewhat with it.
Was
And
that
then if our characters are just left to their own devices, I feel like they would just shit would. Yeah.
Oh wow, is that a compliment?
No.
Okay, so you got off your horses. You
Yes, the compliment is that you put us out of our comfort zone.
Oh, well, that's a compliment, definitely.
so you got off your horses. You made a campfire and made some tea. Anything else?
No, I've probably completely forgotten that there are demons around and we should probably be looking out, but
Well, Varus is keeping the weather eye on the horizon,
Fair enough.
using his passive.
You are in quite an open area.
I never said that.
He didn't say anything to say he wasn't.
Probably gone somewhere without wind, because like I've only got a thin tent. Any wind would probably chill me to the bones. So
Okay, so you find a like small crop of trees to block the wind,
I say
and
this
then
after
camp.
having been camping recently in fucking February.
Oh, you went to Wales, didn't you?
Yeah, it was cold and miserable.
At the start of a storm.
Yes.
No, in the middle of 2 storms.
See,
Jack.
if I didn't have a motorbike to worry about, I would have loved camping in the middle of a storm.
It's not the motorbike I was worried about. It's driving the next day.
Yeah, the roads in Wales could be quite treacherous, especially after a storm.
Coastal roads with that wind was
Yeah.
not.
Not good.
But anyways, just trying to establish a series of events.
Not a lot.
Not a lot happening.
That is quite, yeah.
Is that disappointing
So,
for you, Terry?
No, concerning, but not disappointing. Are
Play
you
with.
calling it a night?
Probably.
Varus does like his beauty sleep, so yeah, he's probably he's had his tea, he's had his ration.
He needs his beauty sleep, yeah.
Okay. So, Lunatari,
Yep.
it's you've been back at the hotel, or the inn, I should say. They Dilly's been on the bar most of the afternoon, evening. And then Mr. whatever I call him.
Scales?
Scales.
Try
Mr.
hard.
Scales. Good point.
I was gonna say I was like after that conversation with Flubberbeard, I'm still apparently a suspect, so I'm surprised he hasn't made an appearance yet.
Yeah. So,
He's gonna have to flirt his way out of a prison sentence.
Her way out of prison sentence.
Yep. Good
yeah,
point.
but I'm not going to give her try hard because clearly that's who she prefers.
That would've
No,
been
that's your
amazing.
assumption.
That would have been an
I
amazing.
love how you guys
interaction.
assume what my character is thinking and is like.
Oh, we can easily see who you have a rapport with and who you don't.
Well, the fact that we've spoken to Basalt maybe once since, and that was when we entered the city and had no real contact with him since, other than hearing him yelling at Tryhard. Giving
No,
us large
he was there at the
Yeah.
horseshoe event that you did the other week.
The
I
horseshoe event.
used the
Yeah, charity fundraising for
magic
the
servant
Oh,
to carry it, and he gave me a pat on the
fuck.
back.
That was
we laughed
ages
about
ago.
it.
Well, it probably wasn't, but
We didn't play a couple sessions. in
That
the
would have
middle,
been
it was over
2
Christmas.
sessions ago.
no, that
3.
was longer than that.
It was after we came back from the house the first time before we became vampire hunters. Is when that was.
Was it really that long
Yeah.
ago?
Yeah.
Okay.
That actually slipped my memory. I forgot about that event.
So yeah, so in the evening,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where do you plan on staying in your room? Do you plan on coming down, having food?
I've
Do you
come.
plan on trying to go out?
I will. I order some food and a bottle of wine. Now, I'm looking at my inventory right now because for some reason, with my being a warlock and everything, I got a bottle of black ink and a quill. I'd like to think I had parchment, or something to write on, but I don't have it listed. I don't think it comes in a Dungeoneer's pack. But I'd feel it's weird that I would have a bottle of ink and a quill, but nothing to write on.
Fair enough.
Because I would just be like scribbling down notes on everything I know about my quest and everything, and any of the information. I'm kind of just like brainstorming on what my next move is, while having a meal and drinking wine.
I thought the obvious one would be waiting for the two heroes to return with the cure for
Cornobs.
Corn.
I mean, this is your prime opportunity just to ditch me. You now have your own horses.
Nah, we may be simpletons, but we're honourable simpletons. Well, one of us is.
Yeah, I thought Skull was quite honourable.
I'm pretty honourable.
But yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm
Pacifist.
slowly breaking, but a pacifist still.
He claims to be.
So,
I've never killed nothing.
due to a lack of writing materials, what, you're just scribbling on the table?
Well, no, this is what I'm trying to work
Writing
out.
on the back of any surface you own?
I don't know if the Dungeoneer's pack has parchment of any sort in it. I just find it highly bizarre that the items I'm given is an inkwell and a quill, but nothing to write on. I'd have to consult.
I believe there is something about parchment in one of the packs or in your starting page on characters.
Let's have a look.
Let me just.
There is no paper in a Dungeoneer's pack.
There is not. Okay.
Nope. And there is no ink and no quill. So you must have got that from being a warlock.
Oh, that would make sense.
Druid. Scrolling through the pages. Fighter. Monk. I really do want to try a monk as a character.
Monk! I need a monk!
Oh, you'd have got it from your background is where you'd have got it from.
But no paper to write on.
Yeah, because you could have had a Scholar's pack or a Dungeoneer's pack, and if you picked a Dungeoneer's pack...
Ah, okay.
What is your background? Is it going to be like Sage or...
Background personality trait, ideals, bonds, flaws. Where's that going to be under?
Should be at the top.
Oh yeah, it is Sage. Yes, it is a Sage.
Let's have a quick look. Equipment, a bottle of black ink, a quill, a small knife, a letter from a dead colleague, blah blah blah, a set of common clothes, and a belt pouch containing 10 gold. So yes, you do have ink, you do have quill, but you do not have any paper. However, you can pretend that the letter was only written on one side, and you have the back side of a letter.
Letter from a dead colleague.
Yeah.
Because aren't you meant to try and incorporate that item into your story? Is that?
I mean,
is that the rule?
yes and no, generally, but
It depends whether you have ulterior motives or if you're really stuck for a story side quest for your characters.
Okay, that's fine. Oh, right on the back of that then.
as far as I'm concerned, that's optional,
Yeah.
not mandatory.
Okay, yeah, so I just start scrolling down on this back of this letter. I'm just brainstorming on what my next move is. And I'm assuming this is the bit where something's about to happen.
No.
Oh.
Basalt comes in, sits himself at a table, like near the door. Basalt sits like here.
Okay.
And has a meal, spends most of the evening there. Doesn't introduce himself, he just sits there and occasionally
Quietly
has a
watching.
glance. Yeah, he occasionally glances over.
Do I find it odd that it's here? Do we normally see him frequent
No.
here?
No.
So I find this odd.
Well, maybe. I mean, he and Mr. Scales natter quite happily to each other.
Okay.
He seems to be tucking into plenty of food and plenty of ale.
Brilliant. Drunk authority. Just what we need.
He's not on shift.
At the end of the night, he seems to pay Scales a quite a reasonable bill.
Do I find that odd, the amount? Do I see that do I feel like he's paid more than what he had?
I mean, how much were you paying attention?
I was
You spying on him.
I was keeping an eye on him, obviously not
All right,
making it
roll.
obvious, but
Roll me a perception then.
perception. Perception. An 18.
You kept fairly good tabs on him. It doesn't seem unreasonable. You think you may have paid a larger tab
Okay.
at some point.
Okay. That's cool. I just kind of continue on with my brainstorming. How much time has passed, would you say?
We're getting into late evening.
So have I been in the tavern now for what, a few hours, or
Yeah.
I probably have ordered a second bottle of wine.
I'd say that I'd probably keep watch, wouldn't I?
Quite merry.
So I don't really need to say that I keep watch because I did that by default. So
Okay, I'll have you roll a perception in a minute.
So yeah, I just carry on. I've ordered a second bottle of wine.
Cool. Do you intend on doing anything like other than scribing your notes?
No, I'm just kind of brainstorming and thinking. Basically Lunatari's thinking, mulling over everything that's happened. Obviously, I've got this doppelganger, and I'm going to put a hell of a lot of emphasis when I say it now, because I actually didn't realise I've been saying it wrong all this time. I'm trying to piece together why he's got such a beef with not only myself but with my family. Why he's after this sword, which is the family heirloom that I'm after, and what possible motives he has. But also, I'm trying to plot in my head when that I need to leave to go to this keep where the Stormblade family moved to 20, 30 years ago. I need to leave as soon as possible. And in my head, I'm basically contemplating as like, yes, the guys have gone off for that, but I don't think I have time. So I'm kind of in my head thinking of leaving at first light in the morning.
this is kind of why I separated the party. So I knew that you'd want to experiment in your backstory without us.
So yeah, I'm mulling over that, and I'm just putting a plan together in my head. I think, off the top of my head, Terry, that I've already used up my 3 days of lodging. So this would
Yes,
be day 4. So, I asked Mr. Scales if it was possible to keep my room for one more night, and that I would be leaving in the morning.
At which point do you go to the bar to ask him?
Yes.
At which point, Basalt comes over
Here we go.
and just says, "We would appreciate it if you were to remain at the inn for just a few more days."
Captain Basalt, I appreciate what you're saying, but I am in a state of I am on a mission that needs my urgent attention. If you do have any questioning, I advise that you do it now, as time is of haste, and I need to leave in the morning.
Ah, dear.
Ah.
See, if I play this as a story, I would be, nope, you're going in a cell.
Yeah.
However, as a
That's
DM,
entertaining.
as a DM, I see you getting yourself into a lot of trouble soloing a quest, and I think it's going to be a lot more funnier and a lot more dangerous for you if I let you do it. So, what's he gonna do? What's he gonna do?
Do what you feel, mate. I'm just playing my character now, so you do what you want to do. Repercussions and all. I've got to play my character how I would play my character, so I'm staying true to it.
That's fair enough.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what I
Because
do.
technically, Lunatari could have died last week, and that would have been it anyway. So
Tari could have died like the first.
the rats wouldn't have killed me.
But that bush would have.
Well, the
Yeah,
bush
the
would
bush
have.
would have. Yeah, no, that's true. The bush was a fucktard. I now have things that I can use against that, but it's a bit late now.
Anti-bush measures.
It's called a hedge trimmer.
Yeah, sure.
I was about to say manscaping, but it's not, is it? Because it's Lunatari.
Ladyscaping.
Well, I was trimming my bush. Not with my sword. That would be deadly.
God. Bro, talk about razor
Hey,
rash, man.
Terry, you could always put it out to the chat and see what the chat thinks you should do.
No.
Straw poll.
I need to
No, no.
work out how you do.
Chat's
polls
being
and-
quiet though.
How you use straw poll?
Yeah.
You literally just type in 2 options, then press create, and then copy the link at the top of the screen.
Oh, I remember that.
Not the most difficult program to use ever, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, well, I remember that. But yeah, no, I've got to do this. I've got to go with my gut on this one. So, yep. Roll it, DM. I might have to go top up on wine. Fuck. I've drank half a bottle already.
Jeez, you alcoholic.
It has been. Oh,
Okay.
no, it didn't start.
Okay. Odds you're gonna get put in a cell. Even. Well, fuck it. I just want it to be evens. I just can't think how to word it. Like I just can't think how. As I've put the
How
effort
you
into having you watched for the last.
Yeah,
Fine. Maybe he just turns around and says, "Well, we've kept you under surveillance for the last 24 hours. You appear to be fine. Other than being grumpy, we have nothing to detain you on."
I appreciate that, Captain Barsolt. True.
Barsalt.
Barsolt, sorry.
You calling me an ass?
I did not.
In the cell you go!
Dishes.
I'm sorry, you just called me an arsehole.
I thought he called you a bar salt, you know, the like barman's friend, stuff that cleaning scratches out of white china.
Anyway, surely if I was guilty, I would have tried to have fled a lot sooner.
Well, the mind of a
guilty person would say.
sounds like something a spy would say. He ignores that comment as a just an instant of poor judgment and goes back to his food.
Okay.
You kind of feel that when he goes back to his food, he's paying less attention to you and more attention to beer and snacks.
Beer and snacks.
Could do with some snacks. I've got loads. While I'm at the bar still, obviously I asked Mr.
Shop's still open
Scales
for 15 minutes.
if I can continue using my room and pay for another night's lodging, as well as pay for my food and my 1 bottle of wine, and then obviously I'm ordering a second bottle, but I ask I buy a drink. I say, oh, and a drink for the captain as well.
Bribery.
It's bribery, yeah. Okay, you see what happens to Lunatari when we leave her alone?
So you guys get
So-
stupider, and I get stupider, basically.
Yeah, like,
So comfortable 2 gold pieces for that night. And then we're talking. You had, let's see. Oh no, hang on. No, comfortable lodging is only 8 silver pieces. You would have had, let's say, another comfortable meal, so that's another 5 silver pieces.
So well, that's one. Gold.
You had a bottle of wine.
Yep, and I'm ordering a second one.
They're 10 gold each.
It's fine.
And I take it a pitcher for the captain,
Yeah.
or a bottle for the captain.
Okay, pitcher, why not?
Pitcher for the captain is 2 silver.
So what's that grand total of?
Oh, god damn. Let's see. 20.
Do you see? I don't go to a supermarket
27.
and do the math for them.
This is like in America where you have to add up your tax as you go around.
Do you have to do that?
Yes.
Oh.
VAT isn't added to store.
Oh, it's stupid. So in America, they don't have a centralized tax. All the different states have different taxes. So American prices, rather than telling you what the price is after tax, they tell you what the price is before tax, so that the companies can sort of like turn around and go, yeah, our product is this price, and then they don't have to worry about the tax because that's state based.
Right.
So all the prices on the shelves are pre-tax.
That's confusing.
Yeah, so you go in one state, it will cost you one thing. You go in another state, it will cost you something else.
Huh. Fair enough.
Right, so I fucked that up. So that's 20 gold,
For the wine.
2 silver, 7 silver, 12 silver. So 12 silver and 20 gold pieces.
12 silver and 20 gold pieces. So let's just...
So that should be 21 gold and 2 silver. Did I say 21 or 22? God damn.
20...
Hang on. No, it was 1,
20
so it was in the
gold.
teens.
20 gold
So-
and...
2 plus 5, 7 plus 5, 12. So 2 silver. 21 gold and 2 silver.
Okay, yeah. In the thing, how is it? Is it oh wait, hang on. Copper, silver. Oh yeah, there we go.
I think it's 10 silver per gold. So
Yeah. No, I was trying to work out what
Yes.
the one in between silver and
Electrum.
Electrum. Yeah. There we go. Cool. I pay up the tab, and I
We're not using Electrum though, are we?
No, I don't see the point.
Thank you, Grim. I got this as a Christmas present from my brother. It's my carbuncle hat. I love it. It goes into ghost mode because I've got my filters on for my green screen. Boop. Grim, you're the
Yeah,
first
it's got-
person to redeem something as well from me. Congrats, you're number 1.
China number 1.
Your hat has the same grumpy face that I imagine
Usually do.
Lunatari having.
Is it grumpy?
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah, it's
yeah,
got
it does kind of
dot.
have like a Carby's just Carby.
It's got a meh face. No, it's not a meh face. That is a grumpy face.
I need to get the matching slippers now.
And the matching onesie.
Is there a onesie?
I don't
I
know. But
imagine so.
Oh my god, I could have a whole attire.
It was fucking good.
Happy days. This is why I'd probably stop drinking during the week.
Yeah, that's the reason you stop drinking during the week.
Okay, so they leave you to it. You can fuck off in the morning. That's not a problem. So
Back to the other two.
you've rolled an 18 perception. Right.
I'm gonna go top up my wine.
You notice one of the horses wandering off middle of the night.
Uh-oh.
What do you do? because neither of you tied your horses.
Isn't that just part of making camp, surely?
Yeah, come on. That's part of making camp.
I repeatedly asked what your steps were, and at no point did
Come
you have
on.
tending to your horses, pegging the reins that are the.
Alright, but going by that, we've never fed Cobb once.
And we've never tied up Cobb either.
See, I did think earlier on about horse food and what we'd feed horses, but I just like, oh, it's fine. It's
Oh, when
fine.
you're on the way, they'll just eat. They'll just
Okay.
stick their head to the ground.
So
and just
one of the horses is walking up.
yeah.
Just
As
wandering.
it, well, it's just eating, and because it's not really thinking about where it's going, it's like, ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece
Just
of candy.
getting a bit further away than I'd like it to.
Yeah. Or you can just keep an eye on it. I mean, it's not as though it's out of sight. It's probably, what, 30, 40 feet away at the moment, but it's just looks as though it's wandering off. Not fast, just slowly.
Message doesn't actually state whether you have to have a common language with the creature or not. I guess you would, though. But horses also don't speak anything. I don't know how well trained this horse is.
I return. Howdy, Skid. Welcome to the chill zone.
I'll probably just grumble to myself about bloody horses and go and get it.
Horses.
Let me guess, Varys is asleep.
Yeah, Varys is asleep.
Stand.
Yeah, I'll sort of just, bloody horses.
Do you tether the horse to like a peg in the ground or anything?
Yeah, I'll tether both horses after I've gone and got it.
Time for the third beer.
I've only had one beer. I kind of just ran out of oomph. I might go get a beer.
Skid, that's a surprise for some other time.
I've nearly finished my bottle of wine. Well,
What's the surprise for some other time?
I don't know, you just put bloody DM.
No,
wait.
there's another message under that.
The cat and the popcorn.
No, I said under that.
Oh, there isn't one under that for us.
Yeah.
Oh, he's whispered you.
Doesn't look any different.
Oh no.
We can't see anything.
Nope. I've just got
No,
a cat. I've got a
for us.
cat and popcorn and then bloody DM.
Nice. No, I've got a message from Skid then. Nice one.
Nice one.
We're fucked. I love it how in this whole scenario, Varys is just still sat next to me in the tavern. Is this where you're dreaming of?
Yeah.
Bloody tooty, grumpy.
Does Varys dream and tree?
Does he dream in tree?
Yes. I was gonna make a joke there, but I got distracted by something in real life, so it kind of stopped.
Ooh, piece of candy.
Yeah, bit like that actually. I was gonna make a do androids dream of electric sheep joke, but
Oh, I've got loads of candy. I could eat. No, must be.
So morning comes round. Well, I take it Lunatari heads up at the end
Yeah,
of the night. or-
I've paid up my tab and everything. After I finished eating and everything, I go up to my room. Oh wait, what state is my room? Because obviously my room that I was in before was pretty fucked up.
when is his window being fixed?
I can't remember. Didn't we said it hadn't been spotted at the time?
No, I thought we said
No,
Beard
because they
spotted it.
noticed it. Yeah,
Oh,
because
not
went
Beard, Thing spotted it.
Dibley.
Yeah, but then we said it. Oh yeah, Dilly spotted it.
When she came back in, and she was like, "What the bloody hell happened to the window?" And stuff like that. She probably didn't sound like that, but I can't mimic that.
No, your window's still broken.
Oh.
can't use my room because guess what?
You're not there.
Well, now we've run out of lodging. I don't own that room anymore.
Yeah, well. It's fine. The bed was. Oh wait, did they at least put some new sheets on the bed? Did they do anything with my room this whole day?
Did you leave the thing on the door saying?
I mean, considering that you killed Bill Nye, the house cleaner is not going to do anything.
Didn't kill Bill Nye. Wanted to, but didn't. I lost out on that luxury, okay? The more you rub it in my face, the worse it makes my mood.
I don't recall you actually explaining that much of what happened during the night.
No, they wouldn't have ever known what happened in your room.
Other than that, I'm pretty sure I said that I was attacked in the night in my room. And I would have thought Dilly would have said something if she noticed the broken window. I could be wrong. I don't know how this establishment works, and that's not my place to say.
I'm trying to think.
It doesn't matter either way. As long as I can sleep on my bed, that's all I'm after. So
Yeah, you can sleep on your bed, but you're gonna have a colder room.
it's a bit drafty. It's fine.
I mean, you're like a she demon anyway, or something. So,
I'm an angel.
Yeah, you're
I'm a fallen angel, but
like I said,
Isn't that what demon is?
Yeah.
No,
isn't,
Yeah, I was
isn't,
gonna say.
isn't that what Satan is?
Yes.
no. Is he classed as a
Yes.
fallen angel?
Literally the story of
He
Satan.
was-
That he's a fallen
He
angel.
he was like chief honcho angel.
Yeah.
Disagreed with with God or something,
Yeah.
or about something.
Gabriel
with
came
God.
along and licked God's ass, and
Was
God
it-
was
Uh,
like, Satan, fuck off.
And yeah, so now he's the devil.
were they brothers? Is the devil meant to be the brother of God or something like that?
Brother of Gabriel.
Brother of Gabriel. Oh, okay. I've never really read into it, so.
But yeah, he was like
Anyway, my mythology isn't up to date.
yeah, he was
that
like
class?
chief angel at the beginning, and then he becomes then he's made into the devil.
Do you know what's a really good angel name?
Angel.
Andariel from Diablo. Badass angel.
Fair enough.
Anyway.
You know what's a good angel name? Constantine.
That's good.
That is
I've not. I have not seen that movie in ages.
That is such a good film. Such a good film. It's got Rachel Weisz in it. What more do you need? She's hot. Why did they take
I was thinking more along the lines of it's got Matey in it. What more do you need? Because he's just badass.
Keanu Reeves?
That's
I still need to watch John Wick 3.
Good film.
It's literally.
Dan,
on
did you
Netflix.
watch that here or did...
Yeah, I watched that.
I started watching it on Netflix. I got 2 minutes in and I was in one of them moods where I was like, I don't know what to watch. Oh, I'll watch John Wick 3. 2 minutes in, I was like, I am not in the mood to watch a movie right now, and I just turned it off. But I do need to watch it because I loved 1 and 2 was brilliant.
I like all of them.
Yeah, they're all good.
Is that the third the final one, or did it?
No.
It's meant to be, but I think they leave it open. For
Yeah, it's still left open.
3 is by far my least favorite.
Oh, see, I disagree.
See, I think the first one is my favorite.
One is my favorite.
1 is.
Second is my least favorite, and then third is second favorite.
I don't know. I didn't like the ending of 3 personally, but yeah.
I like the ending to 2. It's just
Ending of
like,
2 is good.
it's just like everyone's after him now. It's like, yes.
It's just, yeah. John Wick reaches his fucking breaking point and shoots a man. It's like, oh.
I need to finish watching The Witcher as well. Stan, what the fuck? Get back to D&D.
Can you read all the comments now that you can see that one?
What the fuck?
Yeah,
Didn't
he
they
just
do a voice
went-
for House Strain? How strange.
read
Did
them too.
Whisper, yeah. No, the
The
best.
skid said he didn't whisper, so there should be a comment above how
Either
strange.
Skid is
No.
lying, or our
You thought-
Twitches have just fucked up for some reason.
Yeah, but would it be weird that everyone is suffering from that?
I don't know whether the rest of chat can see it or not. Either way, right, back to D&D, as Skid said, because that is kind of why we're here.
Oh, shit, is
Wow.
it?
That's right. It's gone 10 o'clock. I'm in the process of winding down anyway. So
Okay.
Done anything?
Yeah, we have.
we've ripped the piss out
Oh,
of each
actually,
other
there's
a
been
lot.
quite a lot of story development for Hansy, and Kay and I have...
Gone on a magical adventure
We
together.
played I Spy!
So, day 2. I'm just gonna shit all over. Oh no, Hansy wanted to leave in the morning, didn't he? God damn.
Nighttime!
Daytime!
Technically, Hans is a day behind us because he went straight into.
Well, no,
searching
this is
for
everything
it
that's
in
been
that.
happening is like we're just going back and forth like every series does. Where it's
Yeah, that's
like,
what I mean. Is the case of we're a day ahead of you.
you can't be.
No,
a day
you're on
ahead.
the
No,
same
we
day.
both slept at the same
Really?
time.
You can't be
Yeah.
a day ahead. Everything you've done is just gone back to when I
Yeah,
was
we
last
all
in.
slept at the same time.
Okay, so it's just the way it was being described. It sounded like it was like
Yeah, no, it's just
we're
the
on
way.
this day, you're on that day, sort of thing.
Well, there's no way for us all to do the same thing, what we want to do at exactly the same time. So it's done. on
Yeah,
us.
no, Hansy woke
I mean,
up
you
like
can all
just
yell
as
it.
we left.
You can all yell it at me at the same time, but the chances are I'll just kill you.
I kind of want to put that to the test, but at the same
Don't
time,
put that to the test! What the fuck is wrong with you?
I mean, what I'm about to do is probably going to get my character killed anyway, so I might as well take you guys out
I'm
with me.
trying to think what it was. That in a movie somewhere, they do just make the comment of, they'll just kill you to simplify the matter. It's like, yeah, that's very much how I would take it.
Fair.
I mean, I don't have a horse, but that's fine. I'm aware of this.
Yeah, I am not ready mentally to have you going off on one adventure and them going off on another adventure. So I am gonna say it's a short one. Thank you
Our
very
adventure
much.
should be short and sweet.
But it's not. I already know it's not. I have planned your adventure. It is not just I'm gonna go and pick up some
Oh.
potion. It's your typical quest style. You're going to go do something simple, but this person needs you to do something else that's really simple.
It's a fetch quest.
It's
Yeah,
a
yeah.
side quest after side quest scenario, and then forgetting what the
Kind-
main mission is.
Kind of thing.
That's fair.
But it also means that if you also do something truly stupid and get your character killed, you know, like going off on an adventure on your own,
Yep.
you can join up with them as a, as a new person whilst they're doing other quests.
Yeah, that's true. So are you saying that I should maybe start thinking about a second character just in case?
I think everyone should, but it would be handy if everyone had a second character to, at least in their mind, of what they would like it.
I mean, this is all really developed because of what happened last week, because I was still trying to work out where I wanted my backstory kind of quest to go. But when you threw in what you threw in, it's kind of like driven me to like, well, okay, this is how my character would react to that.
Yeah, and you're rushing in.
I want answers. There's some fuckwit that wants me dead and knows probably more about my family than I do and is after what I'm after. So I'm like, I haven't really got time to sit around and wait and see what happens. It's just how my character is.
Fair enough. Right, I think I need to do some more planning
That's cool.
so that I
That's
can
fine.
That's fine.
so that I can at least DM this at a sensible rate.
I mean, you could have just detained me, to be honest, but
I probably would have been the easier option.
It would have been easier. However, you want to go headlong into something that could
You're
quite
right.
possibly kill your character on your head be it. So I'm going to let that go.
I mean, my character could have died. You made it clear last week before we started playing that my character could die tonight. So I've dodged one bullet.
It does apply to everyone, but yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Not so much tonight. You didn't really have anything to do unless you tried to escape and tried to fight Dilly.
I don't know.
Well-
Varys probably could have had some fun on the road if we really tried.
It's only day one, and I did do a thing of if you were going to cook meat, there was going to be creatures on the edge of your thing, but you decided to
Yeah.
have rations. I did do some rolls for having things spot you as you
So
leave.
basically, Kate, in being really stupid and just dawdling along all day, we managed to flick all the right switches and avoid everything.
You did. You really did.
Fair
A
play.
D&D story of just
Ig-
stupidity prevailing.
Ignorance is bliss after all.
I know it's been dull for you two, but it was really down to the dice rolls.
How
I was-
D&D should be, in my opinion, so I'm fine with that.
Well, yeah, D&D shouldn't be predictable, so, you know. Which always, obviously, that makes it, obviously, a dice roll could completely fuck up a DM's plans. Like, if you've got...
And it has done many times.
Yeah, I was going to say, you've said a few times that we've really fucked with your story, or where you wanted it to go, because of a certain action. But that's the fun thing about D&D, is it's so unpredictable, because the DM just can't predict how each character's going to act.
How the parties are going to do whatever the hell they do.
That's
But
why
I told you from the beginning, though, if you do stupid shit, I am not covering your asses.
Oh yeah,
It's
no,
like
no,
stupid
no.
shit will get you.
We're fully aware of what the repercussions for our actions are, but that's what makes it entertaining, and that's why I've always loved the before I started playing D&D. That's what drew me to it. It was the unpredictability of it. The story could just go in a completely different direction where the DM
Anybody
wanted it to
plan
go,
yeah.
because you can't, unless you know someone so well that you know what their character, how that person would make their character act. There is nowhere predicting of what we would do.
Well, it's one of the reasons I like to give you so I can give you stuff that's stupidly easy, and I mean 4th edition did that anyway because they gave you like minion creatures that were 1-hit kills.
Yeah.
But I also like to give you shit that's way beyond your level. You're never going to kill it. Because you have to reach. Yeah, you have to reach that assessment yourself that you've got yourself in too deep, and how the fuck are you going to get out of here?
Yeah.
Usually it's me.
Well, your tactic the first time was, I'm going to go disappear and go put a sheet on my head and then come back and see what happens.
I'm very good at getting us into sticky situations, but I'm also the best at getting us out of them. So
Or getting yourself out of it.
So yeah,
what did I want?
so there's always the ability to do something stupid and get yourself done over.
Nah, that's fair. I'm liking that you've added this element to my backstory quest now.
Yeah, but I need Stan and Varys, Skullduggery and Varys, to have something more to their storyline so that they got something to buy into.
Because I honestly didn't know where I was going with it, other than I was looking for a
Yeah, I'll
family
talk to you at some point about storyline and what I want Skullduggery to do.
I mean, I think Varys is happy just sleeping all the time, to be honest. So I mean, he could have a dream journey.
Yeah, but I think he also gets quite bored during the game.
Yeah, Varys could be doing more, I think.
Wait for it. Wait for it.
Would?
There you go.
There it is.
But yeah, no, I like it. I like the element, and I do. This is why I feel I could never DM, is because obviously you can't predict what people are going to do and how it's going to affect. You could spend weeks with a story, like with a campaign and a story and where you want it to go, and all it takes is one person to make one decision. You're like, well, that's just blown all of that out of the water. I now have to think of something else to do. I couldn't do it, and that's why I admire people that DM. Is just like, I don't know how you guys do it.
I just try and do it off the top of my head.
Mm.
However, we're in a situation where I need to be looking at 2 storylines at once, and that's gonna be a little bit more than I can do just off the top of my head.
I mean, what? This is part 23 now that we're doing.
Surely not.
And none of you have died. See, it's about
That's a lot
time.
of bullying.
Okay, so we started doing this on the 31st of July 2019.
No way was it July.
No, we haven't.
Yep, I date stamp all of my videos. 31st of July 2019.
Can't, I mean, no.
Yep. You
That's
see it?
nuts, man.
The
And
thumbnail
we
is
haven't broken Handsy yet. I mean, we gotta try harder.
No, we've broken Handsy in number. I think last episode we definitely broke Handsy.
what, the fact that I actually got lightheaded because I was overly role-playing my character.
No, the episode before where we were just bullying you over and over
Oh, with
with,
the whole Bill Nye thing.
with Bill Nye, and then you went quiet, and we were like, "Yeah, we've broken Handsy. We should probably stop."
Yeah, but that just fueled me even more. Which is
Like,
why
we literally
last...
had the conversation between us. We were like, "We've broken Handsy. We should probably stop."
But that actually helped me, because that fueled me on, because obviously last week before we started the session, and when we were all in the chat, and Terry was asking about me to like have bits and like put some bits together about my backstory and family and stuff like that, and said yes, your character could die technically tonight. I was geared up for that. That spurred me on, which is why I probably went more aggressive
Yeah.
in that fight, because obviously one, he was playing as Bill Nye, which I fucking hate, as you guys know, and which is why you guys have been playing on. But two, it kind of like then Terry adding the whole my personal quest line to it fueled me on more, which then made my character even more aggressive. Which means if I hadn't have decided to do mirror image and then try and flee, because the first
Probably
hit,
die.
I should have, and in my head, I would have probably been okay just for a bit, but I wanted to see how tough this enemy was. Because when you said it would have hit, and it was like you said what your to hit was, I could have just done shield and I would have deflected all that damage. But that damage knocked me down from full health to 4, and I was like, oh shit, I'm in trouble now. So
I'm in trouble.
yeah, I was in, like, when he said it, I was like, yeah, if you're below half health, then you need to roll this, because I think that's when you were saying that I would lose blood, which is what the doppelganger was after. I was like, I can't let him know I'm literally on the verge of dying. And I was like, one more hit, and if he had hit me again like that, I probably would have been KO'd.
Toast.
Which is why I yelled out, which luckily Skull did burst in.
Dun, da, da, da.
Skull burst in just after he fled, and Varus was still fast asleep until the morning.
Oh, we love Varys.
We do love Varus. I think that's Varus's little thing. It's just like, yeah, I'm just gonna
I love
sleep.
Varys' character. It's just, oh, something's happened to my friends. Yeah, but I'm sleeping.
Oh well,
Is that what was that? Someone in trouble?
I'll deal with it in the morning.
And then when someone's in real trouble, he just kicks the fucking door in and beats the shit out of stuff.
Oh yeah.
Some horrific damage with that character so far.
Clerics are my favourite.
But I think, yeah, a cleric on a quest for a potion is definitely scope to get some stuff in for Kay's character here.
I kind of want to make him a cleric ranger.
Ooh.
Is that a thing?
Yes.
I mean, obviously
Yeah.
you can. Is
I
there
was
any?
thinking about going Bard Ranger, which is very powerful.
That is OP. I've heard people do Bard Ranger.
Bard Ranger is currently the most powerful class combination in 5e.
No, isn't it? Bard and Rogue.
No. Well, I think it's one of those ones that it's up for
Depending on what you do.
everybody kind of, yeah, it's up for, what's it called, conversation, of discussion
Yeah.
on
Debate.
which one's actually more powerful.
I've heard.
But it comes down to Bard Plus. It's just broken in this version.
Bard Rogue is what I'm more used to seeing, but I can see how Bard Ranger would be OP as fuck.
Because you just get the bard stuff, and then you get
You've got the healing,
Sneak
you've got
attack.
the buffs, and then you've got sneak attack, and you can literally just make yourself invisible, completely unable to be heard, distract them, and then hit them for an advantage sneak attack with crit guaranteed. And it's like, what the fuck is this? And then you can double attack with Rogue with a bow, can't you, or whatever the fuck it is, at later levels or something stupid. So you can basically get 2 complete sneak attacks off on an enemy before they even know you're there. And then after that, they still have a chance of not knowing that you're there. After you've shot them with a fucking bow, and they're like, must have been the win.
I have to say, then, my favourite game so far was my DM likes to do games where we're all the same of something.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah.
one of them. So some of the early ones was we all had to be gnomes. Later ones was we all had to be rangers. That was OP as fuck. A party full of rangers who are generally considered to be the weakest character in the game. We fucking slayed.
Yeah, you kill
It's-
everything before it touches you.
It was absolutely amazing. But the other one that was really good, really fun, was everyone had to be fighters. And there's I forget which fighter class I was doing, but it's the magical archer class. I can't remember what it is. It's a fighter class, but you get to add effects to hitting people with arrows. And yeah, everyone else had taken like a classic melee build. I was the only one who took a fighter build. Archer build. And then when I hit someone with an arrow, and I said, right, they vanished to another plane. Everyone just looked at me and went, what the fuck? It's like, you're a fighter. How have you done this?
Crazy.
It was,
I'm looking through, like last week when I was looking through what I wanted to do to upgrade my character with the level up. Obviously, I went with Thirsty Blade.
I still haven't leveled up my character.
I obviously went with Thirsty Blade because I can attack twice with my packed weapon, which is a pretty powerful weapon in itself if it hits. And getting 2 attacks on that is devastating. But I was torn by a few things. Obviously, I could have done the one where I could actually see through magical darkness, which seems to happen a fucking lot for us.
I mean, that's pretty useful, seeing as I have a wand of magical darkness.
So that was one of the options I could have chose then. Cloak of Flies. As a bonus action, you can summon around yourself a magical aura that looks like buzzing flies. The aura extends 5 feet from you in every direction, but nothing through total cover. It lasts until you're incapacitated or dismiss it with a bonus action. The aura grants you advantage on charisma, intimidation checks, but disadvantage on all other checks. Any other creature that starts its turn in the aura takes poison damage equal to your charisma modifier. Once you use it,
That's not bad.
that I was like, oh yes, it gives me disadvantage on. It gives me obviously advantage on intimidation, but everything, all other checks are disadvantage. But my charisma modifier is 5, so anyone who's last in it gets 5 damage to them.
it's pretty good.
I was like, oh, I was very tempted with that one. The Hexblade Eldritch Invocations are very cool.
Well, it's just warlock invocations, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean,
They're just
obviously,
in general, they're pretty good.
yeah.
Because we did have that. Everyone had to be a warlock, and he basically did a Magic Olympics, where there was 3 tasks that we had to complete as a party versus. So basically, it was warlocks versus clerics and sorcerers and wizards and druids, and yeah,
Mage
there
elf.
was that was an amusing night.
I'm looking forward to level 6.
Yeah, and then
Well, I can get a Cursed Spectre. Starting at 6th level, you can curse a soul of a person you slay, temporarily binding it to your service. When you slay a humanoid, you can cause its spirit to rise from its corpse as a spectre. The statistics for which are in the monster manual. When a spectre appears, it gains temporary hit points equal to half your warlock level. Roll initiative for the spectre, which has its own turns. It obeys your verbal command, and it gains special bonus to its attack rolls equal to your charisma modifier. The spectre remains in your service until the end of your next long rest, at which point it vanishes to the afterlife. Once you bind a spectre with this feature, you can't use it until your long rest. I was like, ooh, extra
That's pretty fun.
fun. So there's like, I mean, this is a Hexblade one, Eldritch Invocation, but I was like, it sounds very necromancy. What class is Warlock? Is Necromancer a Warlock class?
Cleric-y?
Was it Cleric?
Usually cleric.
I think most things can be very necro because cleric can be a necromancer, a wizard can be necromancer because it's a class of spell.
Yeah, true. I suppose every class has its own kind of light and dark side.
Yeah, it's
kind of
generally
thing.
done off alignment of whether you're a necromancer or whatever the hell you end up being.
Because a paladin,
As
I
we
suppose,
said
could
before,
be.
we're not really doing alignments. So.
I mean, paladins are generally holy, but then you've got Dark Knight, which
Yeah,
is still
but-
law buying, but
I think it was since 4th edition they introduced dark paladins and dark clerics. Well, I say dark, evil. And then the evil stuff tends to him for necromancy.
Generally.
But yeah, there were a load of other things. What was it? Gift of the Depths at prerequisite left 5th level. You can breathe underwater and gain a swimming speed equal to your walking speed. You can cast
Yeah, I
water
really need to
breathing.
look into my. Oh, my bardic inspiration now gives a D8 instead of a D6, by the way,
Oh, nice.
just for future reference.
So there's actually, as a wizard, there is actually a school of necromancy.
But it's illegal.
But there are necrotic spells anyway, because even the one that Varys uses, the thingy touch. I can't remember.
Yeah,
Grasp of something of
Shocking grant? No.
touchy feely feely.
okay,
Yeah.
what is your touchy-feely spell?
Hmm?
Touch of the Dead?
Inflict wounds, that's it. That's a necromancy spell.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, does necrotic damage.
I love my character that I
So
have.
Kay's a necromancer.
I have resistance to radiance
da.
and necrotic damage.
I have a necrotic spell, to be fair. My Dissonant Whispers is.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, that's Psychic. I think I have a necrotic spell somewhere, though. I can't remember what it is.
So yeah, paladins, clerics, wizards, they all get necromancy
Pretty
stuff.
much any spellcaster can be a necromancer if they want to be.
I mean, every time I play D&D, or since I've ever been playing, I've always played as mage characters. I think
Melee characters are great fun.
I think actually the last campaign I played as a ranger.
Yeah, well, at least with ranger, you get it's like many other characters, you get a bit of everything.
Yeah, and that was actually ranger was quite fun, to be honest. But I never finished that campaign.
I don't know that many people who play champion fighters or straight up barbarians. Someone normally has. Well, barbarians are a little bit different. But yeah, not many people play just straight up melees, I don't think.
I'd love to play a monk, because I've like I've watched a few people's streams as like on D&D streams or campaigns and stuff, and Monk does seem like a lot of fun because obviously they get bonus armor for not wearing armor, so their natural AC is pretty high, but they can deal a metric fuck ton of damage by chaining their combos, especially if you have like a staff or.
Yeah, if you know your character well as a monk, you can do some
Did you-
disgusting.
Monk alone, from what I understand, Monk alone is quite weak. It's good for roleplay, but it's not good as a stats-based character. However, if you combine it with other classes, then it becomes quite powerful.
Because they usually go by combo base. Because the campaign I was watching, the monk had a trident. He was what was his race?
Yeah, they usually
he was
use
he
polearms
was
to do
merfolk. He was merfolk. I don't know what the actual name for their race is.
Don't know,
But he could stab with his trident, then he could follow it up with a roundhouse kick, and then he could use the butt end of his spear as a third attack, so he got 3 attacks basically, and he could do with the first even his roundhouse kick could do up to like 30 damage.
Well, that seems a bit OP. It depends on if he was spending key points, then probably.
Yeah, obviously but they have, because monks can self heal as well with their Chaka Khan.
Again, key points.
Yeah.
You have a limited amount of key points.
I mean, it's the same with everything. You have limited. I mean, my drawback with all my spells, I can get these phenomenal, fantastic spells, especially as a Hexblade. I get extra spells, but I can't use them until like 3-4 levels after the fact of what I would normally have been able to use it if I was a different mage class.
Yeah, I find that bizarre, and I've not read anything that explains it any better.
And still, I'm level 5, and I only have 2 spell slots, and any spell I use just uses a spell slot.
Yeah, it seems very
So I can
strange.
only use 2 spells at level 5, and unlimited cantrips. But then, I suppose with a warlock, their advantage is most of the time you'll just use Eldritch Blast, which you can use.
But there's also other cantrips as well. So if you look through the standard, let's see, invocations.
Yeah, you do seem to be a bit of a one-trick pony at the moment.
So
I'm
if
more
you
used to
look through Eldritch invocations, a lot of your power comes from those.
Yeah.
So you get to use abilities based on the invocations rather than higher level spells. So you will become a one-trick pony because you will focus your abilities on your invocations rather than your spells.
Magical spells, yeah. I mean, Agonizing Blast was a great one to choose because it adds my charisma modifier damage on a hit. So I'm charismatic. Yeah, no, I agree with the invocations is where you want to put all your things, and I can add 3. So I've got the level 2 Pack Blade, and then I've now got Thirsty Blade from it. So because I'm a
because you get special ones for being Hexblade, or additional ones because you're Hexblade.
Yeah, Thirsty Blade is a Hexblade one only. I think. Oh no, actually no. Thirsty Blade is just a standard Warlock one.
You have to take Pack to the Blade to get that one.
Yeah, so I did that. I did Pack to the Blade, then I did the upgraded Pack to the Blade, and now I've done Thirsty Blade, which needs Pack to the Blade. So, but yeah, some of the invocations are fucking ridiculous. I mean, I could take Mask of Many Faces. You can cast Disguise Yourself at will without expending a spell slot.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff you can do with packs.
Yeah.
Packs and Eldritch
Life Drinker.
invocations.
Frequisite level 12th level Pact to the Blade feature. When you hit a creature with your packed weapon, the creature takes extra necrotic damage equal to your charisma modifier. Well, at level 12, my charisma would be fucking ridiculous. I'd have 2 attacks on it already, plus that on top of it. Jesus, that's just.
Yeah, so when we were playing Warlocks,
Mm.
I did mine out so he had, like, his Eldritch Blast was freaking balling. Like, that was the focus, was to make Eldritch Blast as badass as possible. And then,
Badass.
yes, my
Oh, the Eldritch.
my Eldritch Blast had accent ones. And yeah, so there was 0 combat until the 3rd challenge, at which point we had a broomstick race and we could actually attack each other when people weren't looking.
Right.
Well, it's supposed to be a legitimate competition. You're not
Yeah,
supposed
no,
to.
I like that.
But there was a broomstick race where you had to go. It was like a horseshoe shape course where you had to fly through a forest, so you had to dodge in and out of the trees. But what that meant was there weren't people around to see you at that point. So whilst you're dodging in and out of trees, you can shoot people. So we did. And then you had to go and pick up an item at the other side of the horseshoe, double back, and then do it all over again. Whilst we had fucking giants hurling rocks at us, that was a fucking nightmare. He definitely watched too much Star Wars Phantom Menace or whatever it was with the pod racing.
It's because of the Harry Potter.
I've just.
Oh, I don't know. I don't remember people getting like shot at in or any
I think there's
broomstick
definitely
races.
one Quidditch match where people get shot at, isn't there?
No.
No?
The only Quidditch match where anyone gets anything thrown at them other than a bludger is the Quidditch World Cup, where the referee gets set on fire by Vila.
See,
Fair enough.
I'm not the biggest Harry Potter fan, so it's kind of like
No, neither.
straight over my head. I've
Never
just,
read the books. Only watched films like once.
Yeah,
I have read the book so many times.
I was more Lord of the Rings rather than.
So I didn't get into Harry Potter until book 3. I was on a train with a colleague and she had book 3, and she stopped reading it, and I was bored, so I went, "Oh, can I have a read?" So I did. Read like quarter of book 3, and then went, "I really like this. I need to start from the beginning." So I read books 1 to 3. Had to wait for book 4 to come out. Before book 4 came out, I read books 1 to 3 first, and then I did that every time a book came out. I read all of them all over again, so that I was freshly up to speed before the book came out. And then after they came out, I think I read the entire series another 3 or 4 times afterwards. And then between that and all the films that I've watched too many times.
That's true.
Kind of what I've been doing with Picard, but not going through the series, just watching the previous episode before I watch the next one.
I still haven't started
Yeah,
watching
I
it.
don't do that very often, but I have noticed that with Picard, I watch all of it.
Yeah, it's like after this Friday's one, I will probably over this weekend or in the next week or so, I will be watching the entirety of the season again.
Is it the last one this week?
Yep.
God
It's part
damn.
2 and episode 10. Yeah. So
Yeah,
this is series
I was enjoying that. I'm gonna have to watch it all over.
So I'm enjoying the series. I'm enjoying seeing it back, seeing his life after Starfleet. There are a few things in the storyline which I'm like, well, like I said the other day, like, really?
See the thing I quite like is, even if I follow something, although to be honest, Harry Potter did get to me a little bit when they were doing things that were obviously fucking wrong.
Yeah,
But
you
anyways,
know how I feel. You know exactly how I feel.
but when it comes to generally speaking, when it comes to movies, I can detach myself from whatever literature and just enjoy it for what it is.
I'll say that's what I did with the Abrams Star Trek. I said, like, okay, this is they've clearly set this up, and even if you like watch any things, it's clearly set in a different timelines, hence why you have this, this, and this. I still argue that throwing warp cores at a black hole is ridiculous, and would not do what they wanted to do. But I'm not a physicist, so maybe I'm just being a little bit too
My brother is. I
particular.
can ask him if you want.
But yeah, I've always said is say look at the Abrams Star Trek. If you look at them as action films rather than actual Star Trek stuff, then you will, as a Star Trek fan, you will enjoy it probably better. But
Yeah,
the
some
lens
people
flare is
can't
massive.
detach, though.
Oh yeah. So I get why they did it, because they wanted to attract a bigger audience, and I totally understand that.
Yeah, new audience.
It is just one of the things that I've always said. Okay, yeah, Star Trek is science fiction / with a little bit of fantasy thrown in. But generally, there's always been a grounding of their technology for some basis. The technology always had a grounding or some sort of logic to it, unless it's convenient or it's better. But then there's always been a good explanation why. Yeah, Star Trek nerd.
Trying to say?
We still got to try out the British Command stuff, okay?
I'm waiting for you guys. I've got it installed.
I haven't installed it yet. I need to fucking seriously do an overhaul on my hard drive. I need to, like, actually just put everything on my current... I've got a external hard drive which is 0.5 terabyte, but I need to really move a lot of my videos.
Have you changed the stream to just chatting, or are you still technically playing D&D?
We've got D&D in the background.
I think we've lost our viewers as well at this point. 'Cause we're just
Still got 7.
Still got 7.
I mean, you started the night with 15.
Who's
Well,
watching this?
I mean, to be honest,
Go on, randos, fess up. Who's sat there just watching us chat shit at this point?
Axkey, how you doing, buddy? Welcome to the chill
Loki
zone.
Weave Trash is here. Nice.
Adam, my man, how you getting on, buddy? How your streams going? All good, my friend. All good. Oh, I can't talk. All right, so maybe the bottle of wine is starting to kick in now. A bit late. But...
Alcoholic.
I had another drink.
I've still got. There's still some left in the bottle. That I need
After
to finish
starting the
off.
conversation about drinking, I think I drank the least this evening.
Well, I'm about on my 3rd beer. Might have my 4th beer. I haven't decided yet.
Oh, glad they're going okay, my friend. How close are you to affiliate now?
Yellow.
Oh, it's that guy.
Hey, Skitty.
That guy.
Yeah, it's that guy. You might want to turn the stream off. It might get a bit unsafe for
Yeah,
anybody.
We're getting a bit racy.
How are we getting racy?
I know what Skid's like.
The quiet one that just stays quiet for a lot of the time.
Then there's something completely,
I don't think I've
Inappropriate.
ever heard Skid say anything out of tone, to be honest.
Really?
To be honest, it shocks me is when he goes quiet for a very long period of time and we forget that Skid is probably still in the chat and then
Oh
he
no, that's
says
just
something.
normal Skid.
Skid's a proper lurker.
Oh, we love Skid.
I mean,
I
do you remember
love
the stuff
Skid.
he was saying at the meet? Jesus, God, it was some foul stuff.
I was quite...
I
Actually, no, I was drunk, but I was nowhere near as drunk as Tom.
Oh
Yeah.
God!
Let's
Oh
not go
God!
there.
Yeah, we don't talk about that.
To be honest, I was really happy with that meetup for a
That was
first
a
time
really good
meeting you
night,
guys.
actually.
It was really good fun. And the weather was good as well, so we could actually chill outside for a bit afterwards.
Oh, it was in summer.
When did we do that? That was...
Was it before and after we started D&D?
No, I still don't reckon we've been doing D&D for over 6
I
months.
don't know. I'm sure there's like something on Facebook about the hot girl from the escape room. Ah, science girl.
Oh,
I
shit.
reckon that's sort of that meetup was September, I believe.
September, yeah.
Yeah, it was September.
August, September.
Just after my 20th.
Because I remember it being after my birthday as well, so it's like my birthday's August. But yeah, you need to get your hard drive sorted out so we can do some bridge crew, and I can either have one of us
Have you done
randomly be the captain.
the next generation DLC or?
Yeah, I've got all of it. Next generation's it. The easiest one to do is the starter ship. That's the easiest one because everything's sort of quite simple. Next one up is probably the next generation. That seems like sort of mid tier, and then the hardest one to do is the original series.
Yeah.
The Jolly Ranchers, as people like to call them. Because it's sort of like it's clicky, and you need to play it with an overlay on, so you know what the buttons are. Otherwise, it's like you haven't got a clue.
Is it quite a complex game for VR or?
VR wise, no, it's quite simple.
Oh, okay.
It is literally a case of touch a panel, click, 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 press buttons. Might be a little bit more complicated for non-VR because it's built as a VR game, but it just means you're just gonna be a little bit slower. That's probably the only complication of it. And you can only do sort of one thing at a time, where VR, you can do sort of two things.
Or maybe even 3.
Well, let's not go there.
Well, speaking of
Sorry,
VR,
okay, brain power doesn't extend that far, I forget.
I need to start my Alien Isolation VR thing for you, Stan, as promised. I seriously, I fucking hated. Well, I actually thought the storyline for Outlast was actually really good. As much as I hated playing it, I'm dreading Alien Isolation now more.
Jumped off the building that.
The fact that it's not actually a VR game, I'm just going to be playing it with the VR headset, which is going to obviously make it more immersive for myself. And I know how to. I looked up how to put up the Twitch chat in VR,
Yeah,
so I can still. Because I was like, me doing VR is going to be great, but if I can't communicate with my audience, it's going to be boring. But now I know how to do that. I'm like, this is going to be horrible for me. And then come October, there's all the horror, scary games in VR I want to do, like Five Nights at Freddy's. I'm going to shit myself playing that. Alien Isolation, I am seriously dreading doing, but I have promised you that I would do it, and I will do it. I am just like, I don't know. I might actually have to.
Girly man.
I might actually have to customize my chair that has a hole and just has a bucket that I can just shit into. Because I don't think it's going to bode well for me. Because Outlast fucked me up. I nearly had. If you watch, which is.
I didn't see any of it, I'm afraid.
Well,
I only got the first episode.
Watch the drinking episode. Kay, you came into the drinking episode one, didn't you?
Yeah, I laughed at you. You were girly.
I was drinking as well. I put drinking rules into it, so anytime I screamed, I had to drink. Anytime I jumped, I had to drink. Anytime I died, I had to drink. And anytime I had to change the battery in the camcorder, I had to drink. It was an hour and a 45-minute stream. I was pissed by half an hour.
Probably wankered by 10 minutes in.
Yeah, I got fucked.
Yeah,
really badly.
I'm not surprised considering you're playing a game it's designed to make you do all them things.
Oh, yeah.
All of those things.
I like to jazz my channel up a bit. But I completed it Monday, which was good. But I nearly had a heart attack at the same time. I'm actually convinced I had a heart attack on
Did you
Monday.
ever complete Ben of Miriam?
Yes, I completed that.
Who survived?
The only two people that died was
Second one, did you?
Hmm?
Oh, including pirates, right? Okay, I thought you meant the crew.
Oh, like the 5 main characters you control. So you got Julia, Alex, Brad, Fliss, and Connor.
Julia died.
Julia died. She got shot in the head. That was hilarious.
Yeah, that was fucking funny. Then Junior shot himself.
Junior shot himself.
And they were the only ones that died.
No, Brad died, but I still to this day do not know why he died, because I was doing everything and then it said the only thing I could do was like drop down from a platform, That was the only option I like. It wasn't like a choice.
Oh yeah, it
was,
does that thing. It does that. It gives you a false sense of security where you think, there's only one option, so I've got to do that, and then it kills you.
Yeah, it was just like, oh, the only thing it's letting me do is drop down to the level below, and then the next thing, he's on the floor dead with a pool of blood around his head. I'm like, but why? And then
'Cause he
later
dropped down
on,
a level.
they find his body dead, and I'm like, I still don't know why this happened. Someone explain this to me.
Oh, did it not do the
BRB.
normally the cinematic?
No, it wasn't. It was just literally the last bit of his when I was playing as him is you had the option to drop down to the next like the level below you, and that was it. And the next thing you know, there's a like later on you do a load of other things, and then it goes to a cutscene where he's just on the floor dead with a pool of blood. I'm like, yeah, but why? Which kind of annoyed me. Connor goes back to the boat by himself with the Coast Guard, and that opens up a whole new Pandora's box. But Fliss, I was charged that Fliss had to survive, and she did. She was the only one I wanted to keep because she was
Like
the
Connor
hot.
goes back to the boat.
Goes back with the Coast Guard.
After everybody else has left.
Yep.
Nice.
So Alex and Fliss leave together. Brad
So I've
said,
never seen that ending before. Skid and I said we were going to play through it at some point.
I mean, if you guys want to play it, I will happily buy it on the PC so we can all play it. and
Only
play-
2-player on the PC.
What? It's a 5-player game.
On sofa mode, yeah.
That sucks. It's nowhere near as good as Until Dawn. I think Until Dawn like absolutely blew Man of Medan out of the water, but the new one, Little Hope, that comes out in summer, the trailers make it look better than Man of Medan. I need 20 more followers away. Loki, you can do this, my friend. You've got this.
Okay.
Okay. Average of 2.26. Nice. You're so close, my friend. We're going to get you there. We're going to get you to affiliate. Alien Isolation, you want to play it so bad? I've heard it scares the shit out of a lot of people, and I'm going to do it in VR, so this cannot bode well for me, or my bowels, or my heart.
You talk about your bowels too much, man. It's disgusting.
Hey, it's a natural thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, 2 seconds.
He left us alone on the street. What a rookie mistake. Stan, have you got FIFA? Not FIFA. F1 19 yet?
No.
I'm back.
Not gonna.
I can't see Stan playing it, to be honest.
Yeah.
What, is it too
probably
advanced
not.
for him?
I really don't like racing games.
But it's like proper racing.
No,
with
I
open wheels and.
really don't like racing games.
Nah, fair enough.
I keep trying to play racing games, and everyone's like, "Oh, but it's new and it's different, and it's a different style of racing game." I'm like, fine, I'll give it 3 minutes in, and 20 quid later, I'm like, I fucking hate this game.
Well, it's 11 quid according to Spud.
Well, putting the phrase, like, I tried my best with Grid, and I've tried Grid so many times, and not my cup of tea. I think is the
So I don't know how F1 is like. I've only played F1 single player, so I don't know how it's like multiplayer. So it should be interesting. But yeah, I recommend either no collisions or no damage. Because any little damage on the little things, it's just like you're fucked.
Little things.
Yeah, I'll try it, but it does mean plugging the steering wheel in for me.
Yeah, I might break out the steering wheel just for that, because you do get that little bit extra finer control, and that's so much better. Just like I did Australia earlier today with the AMG Mercedes, and I just couldn't break the 124 mark. or any time I did break the 124 mark, I avoided a lap because I accidentally had a knock or accidentally went too far off the track and stuff like that. Overdriving. Do. Right.
I should probably end the stream, shouldn't I?
Probably.
Probably.
Well, unless you want us to continue to talk more crap.
I mean, that's what our D&D streams are usually about, aren't they?
I mean, yeah, whoever's still watching has just watched us talk crap for like 3 hours.
Even more so for the last hour. I mean,
I think this is the most views I've ever had today.
definitely for a D&D stream, I'd say that.
And all it was, I'm so sorry, guys.
Oh, I wasn't apologising. They know what my streams are like, so they know.
Normally the D&D is more D&D and less of that, but today was a lot of talking absolute crap.
That's every time we have D&D.
We used to be so well behaved.
The followers I have and stuff. On my
Remember the
viewers are
first couple episodes we did, and it was like, yeah, D&D, like solid. We were just playing it, and we would.
Yeah, we
Now
were
it's
all
like-
D&D, nothing else, and now it's like.
And now we've settled
bullshit.
into our characters, and we're like, yeah, but what if?
Yeah. How can we screw someone else over in the party right this moment?
No, I'm just
i.e.
trying to.
me.
I'd never screw anybody over. I just simply point out things that I think I remember, and I try to remember from previous things.
Unless it involved Bill Nyes, and you all would go out of your way to see how can we piss Lunatari off that little bit more.
Well, you know the moral of the story is right here. If you didn't get so pissed off about it, we wouldn't do it.
Yeah, I know, but my character, I have to say, when I do D&D...
The rule is, don't roll a character that gets pissed off at little things.
Well, no, I don't think that was my initial intention, but because you guys kept playing on, let's get Bill Nye to just keep pursuing Lunatari, I then went, do you know what, I'm just going to play it how I would if it was me personally, and I was like, I'm just pissed off with this
We're
now.
talking about in general now. It's like the kid at the school. Oh no, he poured a bucket of water in your head because you pressed the wrong button.
Yeah, but I
Oh
just
my
got
God.
the shit kicked out of me by some doppelganger that wanted me and my family dead. I'm not exactly going to be in, oh, I'm in such a happy mood today, am I?
You went to the wizard tower. You knew what was coming.
I needed information and I got fuck all from it.
You got some information.
I got told how to pronunciate the name properly and then went, no.
That's very good information. I mean, if you come across that doppelganger now and don't pronounce his species properly, he's going to be doubly pissed. Not just for whatever you did for his family, or whatever your family did to him.
My
I like
character,
the fact that he's doubly pissed, considering
That's
what he was calling him.
Unintentional.
a doppelganger,
I'll take
yeah.
it.
I don't know why I've always thought it was called doppelganger.
Because it is kind of what it is.
Well, because it's like dual personality, because it always mimics.
Well, no,
someone
because it
else.
makes a mimic of something.
Yeah,
Is
makes
that literally what it
makes
is?
a double of something.
Yeah, doppelganger. It's literally. I don't know if you've ever watched any of the Arrowverse shows.
No.
Okay. But they have Arrowverse is based on the DC universe, which has a multiverse, and your person in the next universe over is called your doppelganger.
Okay. That's probably why I thought it was called a doppelganger then.
Technically, it is your double, but
Bothersome.
A doppelganger isn't. A doppelganger is actually just a shapeshifter that can change into whatever.
And they're fucking strong as well. And blue. Are they always blue, or did you just put that in for...
That's what they appear.
Yeah,
That's what their natural
60.
form appears.
Oh, okay. Because I just instantly picture the actual character, like the little blue people in the Eiffel 65 video.
Blue.
I'm blue and dappin' dappin'. Copyright strike.
But, fuck it. I've had so many now, I honestly don't care. I'm not getting money on YouTube. I've made $15 already on Twitch.
That's for our first rule of Twitch. Don't tell people how much you made.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, you have to start on a Patreon and all that stuff.
No, God, no, yeah, they're good. But I'm happy with it. I'm happy. I'm just happy of how the channel has progressed. So to be honest, I wasn't expecting the affiliate to be as quick as it was. When I was speaking to one of the maintenance guys at work, probably what 2 weeks ago maybe, and I said to him, look, if I can hit affiliate in the next 2 months, I'll be happy. And then within a few days, it happened. I was like, okay, shit.
I mean, you did cheat and shake your ass, but yeah.
Well, no, that came after the affiliate stuff. But it's just been really good. As I say, like, I think definitely I've picked a genre of game that is my niche. It's like, I think you and me, Stan, we've talked about this before, that horror games, people don't like playing them, but they love to watch people play them. And I love playing horror games, so, and my reactions, I don't know if it's because I do webcam as well, that people can see my natural reaction to it, which adds to it, but it scares the shit out of me, and it makes me look like an absolute tit, but fuck it, I don't care.
I mean,
if people enjoy it.
Not to take anything away from it, it is a common. I've seen a few people who literally do this like the streaming stuff and the YouTube stuff use horror games because it's the reactionary side of things.
Yeah.
Everybody loves to watch people's reactions to horror.
Watching someone play just like a really like mundane, like playing Call of Duty. Yeah, it's a great game. People watch it if they like Call of Duty, but reaction-wise, it's just like, other than the rage side of it, it's just like,
it's people like the car crash side of things. It's like car crash TV. People love watching car crash TV because they just can't take their bloody eyes away from it. And I'm not saying it's that, but it's that sort of idea.
I get what you're saying. I'm curious to see what will happen when I add the VR element to it. I've just got to try and work out the logistics of doing streaming in VR.
From what I've seen with some VRs, like Scotchbox VR, I've watched quite a few times. He's basically primarily a VR Twitch streamer. He's very good. He's got in his front room. He's got the whole setup. He's got a PC in his front room. He's got the Lighthouse boxes set up, so he's got room scale.
Yeah.
And he's got a Kinect set up which is cleverly set up to do sort of holodeck style sort of thing.
Yeah, if you've got the right kind of like environment to do it in, like obviously for me, I'm limited to my bedroom for streaming and everything like that. Unless the parentals go away, then obviously I can take the PC downstairs and I could stream VR better because I'd have a much larger workspace to go with. But with what I've got, I mean, there's someone I've subscribed to on Twitch called Otterworldly, and she primarily does Beat Saber, but her setup, I don't know if you've ever seen her before. Her streams, or her videos she puts on YouTube are amazing of how she's got it set up. She must do like a kind of like a boxed green screen.
Oh, what? So she's like in the actual game.
Yeah, so we'll
you see her body in the game.
Yes,
probably the same like Scotchbox. She probably has a green screen where he does it. So, because all you need to do that is literally a case of
you make it like a box around you with green screen, so it can manipulate the rest of the screen around. I know, it's like I watched it and I was like, I've never seen anything like this before. It looks absolutely fantastic.
I think they do it with OBS. I think OBS can do it live.
I mean, you need the green. I just don't. The thing is, I've got literally like maybe a meter, just over a meter between my bed and my desk to work with. You need
space to do it.
Yeah.
Space and camera setup to do it. So you need the cameras that can do it. You need the green screen. You need space. It's all about the investment.
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy to invest the money and stuff. Like, I've got my old TV, the TV that was downstairs. I've got that up in my room. I haven't set it up yet. The sound on it is fucked, so I'd have to buy a sound bar for the sound for it. But I want to set it up because it's a much bigger TV. It's like the TV I use in my room is a 22-inch Samsung TV that I've had since 2000
22, Jesus.
2007.
It's like 2010, no, 2011. I upgraded to a 32-inch in my room, and then last year I upgraded to a 49-inch.
Hmm.
Glued, literally wall hanged.
Hang on. Maybe I'll end this. Let me end the stream, and then we can carry on the chitty chat.
I've not gone below a 32 since pre 2000.
Yeah, I'm happy I've gone up to 49-inch. I was like, I was originally planning to go up to 42, but the specs of 42 weren't. It was just a little bit. It was just a little bit not good enough. So I decided. I looked at the 49 and then they had the price deal, Black Friday deals happen. So I went, okay, this TV is normally worth £1,200, and now it's worth £700. Boom.
Bargain. Yeah.
And because of where I work and benefits on tap,
Yeah.
I can get
I'll
extra
get that.
discount on top of that. It's
I'll
like,
get that soon.
so it's a case. Well, you had it, and then you gave it up.
Well, no, I left the job, so well, yeah, I guess then. But anyway,
You gave it up.
let me quickly end the stream, and then.
Well, the stream already. Good. I'm waiting for you.
Well, guys, thank you so much for joining me tonight for the
Blah.
D&D Dad's Island. I hope you've enjoyed it tonight, guys. Terry, Stan, Kay, thank you very much again for doing this. It's
Where are you guys?
always a good laugh. And Skid, thank you so much for the anonymous disembodied voice that joins us.
No props.
I love it. But thank you so much, guys, for joining tonight. Lord Seven Scrolls, thank you so much for the raid tonight. Much appreciated, my friend. Ferbs, Grim, Dave, Val, everyone that's come in today. Thank you so much. It's always appreciated. Iku for the drop by. Is anyone else I've missed? Ferbs as always, and thank you very much for working on my artwork, Ferbs. Love you much. I think that's everyone. But generally, just thank you so much for swinging by. I hope you've enjoyed. And I'm assuming we're all still on for next Wednesday.
Yeah, sure.
Obviously, if anything comes up, then we'll cross that path. But yeah, next Wednesday we'll be on. I will probably be back on potentially tomorrow to continue on with Detroit, but I might still hold that off till Sunday because for story time. So I need to find a filler. So maybe I'll carry on with Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. I don't know, but we'll see what happens. But guys, thank you very much for joining me tonight. It's a pleasure as always. Love you all. My name's Hansi. You've been watching Chills on Gaming. Good night, folks.